Our journey of replacing every Super Smash Bros. Character with a Disney character has led us to the 4th game in the Super Smash Bros. Series, released in 2014 on the Nintendo Wii U. The hype for Super Smash Bros. Had been growing with each game, meaning that more people than ever were playing Super Smash Bros. Smash Brawl almost doubled the sales of Melee, so now all eyes are on Super Smash Bros. 4 to be bigger and better than its predecessor. The Wii U was unfortunately one of Nintendo's biggest failures, but luckily Smash 4 was also released on the Nintendo 3DS, meaning people could now fight with their favourite Nintendo characters anywhere they wanted. This game introduced 21 new characters, and in this video we will be finding Disney replacements for each of them.
21 characters.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna get you. We're gonna be here for a long time, bro. As always, this is a celebration of Walt Disney Studios, so each character on the roster is another chance to represent a part of Disney history, from the old school to the current day and everything in between. For this imaginary game, Pixar is included, as it's been associated with Disney since the very first Pixar movie.
Buzz, look, an alien!
Marvel, Star Wars, Fox, or any properties popular before Disney purchased them will not be included this time round, as that deserves a completely separate game. So everyone that's been asking for Ice Glacier from National Geographic is going to be disappointed. Greetings!
I'm Ediz.
And I'm Ben, and in this video we're asking the question, what if Disney made Super Smash Bros. 4?
It's called Super Smash Bros. 4.
No, officially it's called Super Smash Bros. 3DS or Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Wii U.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's a dead title, and it's one of the least popular in the whole franchise, but we're doing it! So we have 58 characters in this game, so let's jump straight in with the returning characters. So we've got Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, Pegleg Pete, Pinocchio,
Scrooge, Ralph, Rafiki, Oswald,
Robin Hood, Cusco, Llama Cusco, because for the first time ever, Zelda and Sheik got split into 2 characters.
Maleficent, Moana, Elsa, Kim Possible,
Dumbo, Captain Jack Sparrow, Hercules,
Mulan, Queen of Hearts,
Darkwing Duck, Stitch, Jim Hawkins,
Hero, Louisa, Sully, Pooh,
Wally, Merlin, Goofy,
Buzz, Sorcerer Mickey, Dash.
So that means RIP to the following characters who did not make it into this game. We say goodbye to Chip and Dale, Olaf, Antonio, Isabella, Jack Skellington, Beast, and Peter Pan. So for each character, we are going to go through their moveset, costumes, final smash, and stage, and Ed is here, will tell me why he thinks it's a terrible idea.
Not always.
Most of the time.
No.
Oh, and also any music tracks that come along with each character will appear in the corner down there. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, save the planet from disaster.
Why does no other song hit like that?
The opening to Switch is pretty epic. Come da 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 da. Cool, enough chat. Let's be honest. If you're here, you know what's happening. Let's get into the first character.
I'm so excited.
Let's go. So our first character we're looking at is Villager. He represents the main character in Animal Crossing. So in Animal Crossing, you live in a village, you build a little house, and you live with all these like animal villagers. So a lot of kind of random suggestions were made for Villager. We got some suggestions for Linguini and Remy, because it's like a person with his little animal friend, which I thought was cute. We've also got Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls. I don't know much about Gravity Falls, but people have told me to watch it in our latest poll, so I'll get onto that soon. A suggestion I really did like was Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Like, she's in the village.
Right.
She could be using like different tools and stuff, because a lot of Villager's moveset, it's based on like, he's got a bowling ball, he's got a little like pickaxe, he's got a watering can that he waters a seed to grow a tree.
He's got a bowling ball.
Yeah, he like drops on people. Basically, all of his moves are to do with like just random items you might find in a town.
A bowling ball.
Yeah.
So random.
But the idea that I've gone with, it's a character that literally lives in a town with lots of animal characters.
Something from Zootopia.
Ooh, that's a good guess, but it's actually Chicken Little. Famously, my most hated Disney film of all time,
really
has made it into the game.
Oh.
But like I say, it just makes so much sense. The first time I saw it being suggested, I was like, absolutely not. Chicken Little will not get in my game. But then the more I saw it, the more I thought, do you know what?
It's right.
That's actually bang on. And
the
also,
shooters.
this game is all about Disney representation. That means we also need to represent the bad / hey, he's having a bit of a resurgence these days. People are starting to like Chicken Little for some reason. Okay, so just like Villager uses like things you find around the town for his moveset, so does Chicken Little. He plays baseball in his game, so he's gonna have a baseball bat that he's gonna whack you with. Also, he plays dodgeball in the game, so I thought he could throw dodgeballs at people. For his recovery, he's gonna whack a fizzy drink onto his back, he's gonna shake it up, pop the lid off, and it's gonna shoot him off into the sky. Oh, lollipop. There's one point in the movie where he gets stuck to a lollipop on the street. Sticky lollipop. Because he's so little, rather than grab people, he gets his lollipop and sticks it to them and then will throw them like with his lollipop. And I've also got a yo-yo that you can use willy-nilly to reference the original Chicken Little that came out in 1943. Thank you, Disney history. Okay, let's have a look at his costumes. These are your favorite bits, aren't they?
I love the fabulous fashion.
Okay, ooh, alliteration, you know. So in Smash Bros, every character has their main costume and then they have 7 alternative costumes. And quite often, these alternative costumes are based on other characters, other games. And so they may just look like a different color, but actually each one represents something. So that's what I try to do as well. Look at this little guy.
He's pretty cool.
There's a kid in every class, I feel like, that looks just like this.
That was you.
I was about to say that. In my class, it was me. Costume number 2 is based on his movie poster, where he just looks like some sort of badass CIA Men in Black kind of agent.
Okay.
His third costume, this is who they cast as Chicken Little in the movie about Chicken Little, in the movie Chicken Little. So I did a color scheme to base that, and I gave him shades as well. The next 4 are based on characters from the movie. So this one is based on Abby Mallard. This one is based on Foxy Loxy. We've got Runt of the litter, and if you notice, these glasses are like, you know, representing the pig. And this one is representing Fish Out of Water. And if you wanted to be really extra, we could whack a helmet on him as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Honestly, I like these costumes. They're real basic in terms of just like color swapping, but I feel like the references are like pretty clear. And the final one is based on the original Chicken Little from 1943. So every character gets their own stage. First of all, let's look at some of the returning stages. So we're just gonna go with 5 to begin with. We've got Battlefield, Final Destination, the Disney Castle, Steamboat Willie, and the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, all returning from previous games. So I've decided to go to Oakley Oak Square for his stage, and what I thought would be quite cool, each sort of part of the square, it could like be there for a little bit and then move to the next bit kind of thing, and each one will have its certain little thing. Like when you're next to the water tower, if you knock into the water tower too much or beat up a little bit, it could fall, and then the big ball on top could like roll across the stage. Little things like that. Maybe traffic could be coming past, a little bit like Ness's stage in Smash Bros. It's the town square.
Yeah, that's cute.
And of course, Chicken Little's final smash, The Sky is Falling, obviously. So, Chicken Little thinks the sky is falling, so he's gonna run up to the town bell, he's gonna ring the bell. Pieces of the sky are actually gonna fall onto the stage, big hexagonal pieces causing damage to anyone it hits.
He rings the bell and the sky falls. That's his smash.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's a little bit like, I mean, I keep referencing Ness for some reason. You know, like Ness's final smash, all those like big flame balls come down, that but hexagonal pieces of the sky. I think his moveset's quite inventive for like all these different things that he uses in the film.
I like the ball.
Oh, I was gonna use a spoon as well, but I didn't actually think of how.
Why?
One of his moves could be a spoon.
Bow now now, 'cause I am the champion of the world.
Okay, time for our second character. We're moving on to Megaman. He is the 80s sci-fi legend. He has his projectiles. He's a bit like a robot, futuristic thing, but through the eyes of someone in the 80s.
Yeah, I like Megaman.
Are you like playing as him?
Yeah. He's got like a beam and stuff, isn't he? He's got like these ball things. He's got like an electric thing.
Yeah, he shoots like balls.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're like plasma orbs or something.
No, he's good. He's good.
One of the most popular suggestions was Baymax, and I think they're going along the whole sort of robotic side of things, but also Baymax gets new abilities in the movie, and Mega Man throughout the games gets new abilities as he defeats different like villains and stuff. So that was quite a good suggestion. But we had other less popular suggestions, such as Jaeger Clade from Strange World.
Jaeger Clade.
Jaeger Clade. I think they were going along with the whole sort of flamethrower side of things, maybe.
I love that reference.
Yeah.
No one talks about Strange World. That was a good movie.
Yeah,
It was fun.
Yeah, there's too many haters out there.
What's that about?
Let us know in the comments if you like Strange World. Calhoun from Wreck-It Ralph, you know, the lady with the gun.
I honestly don't know Wreck-It Ralph, but Calhoun, is that the one that's from Glee?
Yeah, Sue Sylvester from Glee.
Yeah.
In the form of a badass Halo character. I can see why people have suggested that one. Eve from Wall-E. People really going about the robotic sort of side of things. We've got Iron Man. People didn't get the memo that I'm not doing Marvel. People also suggested Star Wars, but good suggestions. Wrong video.
What was the Star Wars suggestion?
Honestly, I didn't pay too much attention to the Star Wars ones, but I think some people said BB-8, maybe, I don't know, R2-D2? I don't know. And then the last one that I saw a few times was Zerg. Again, the gun as the arm kind of thing. Yeah.
And you're going to tell me you've gone for none of those?
None of those, because, you know, Ed I'm an original kind of guy. Also, this is something that was suggested a lot.
Okay.
Think 80s sci-fi.
Oh, is it going to be something to do with Tron?
When you say something to do with Tron, do you mean Tron?
Is that his name, Tron?
So there is a character in Tron called Tron, and one of the reasons why I think this is such a good idea is obviously aesthetically, it's given the 80s sci-fi. He has projectiles. He literally looks like he's a human being in cosplay as Megaman. But also in the original Megaman games, Megaman was originally created as an assistant for Dr. Light in the original games. Just how Tron is like an assistant in the computer world for the people who created him. So his moveset is kind of all based around his identity disc. They keep it on their back and then they whack it out when they're ready for action. Now it has many different uses. It can reflect people's moves. And I thought quite a cool thing is literally projectiles coming at them and they like, pow, and it goes back to people.
Nice.
Like an actual reflect. But also in close combat, they use it as a literal blade, like cutting people up, like, hiya, hiya.
The circle is a blade.
You see all that like light around the edge?
It's a laser.
Sharp. Also, it's not just about reflecting. It's not just about cutting people up. You can dash that thing and use it as a projectile.
Does it come back?
Literally, it's like Captain America's shield, baby.
Oh, it's like a boomerang.
It's like a boomerang.
Do you know what we never see? You know, like sometimes when Captain America's shield just like goes really far.
Yeah.
We never see him just like, I've got to get my shield.
Like it gets stuck into a tree and he's just going for a jog.
Give me 10 minutes.
Well, the good thing about the identity disc is it ricochets off things. So it'll literally go, if you throw it up, it could like bounce off of like surfaces, like pew, pew,
I mean,
pew,
so
pew.
does the shield.
Also, I feel like if you hold B down, maybe it's B, B's the button where you throw the shield. If you hold B down, it will have a little arc to it and you can like choose the direction of it. So rather than just throwing a straight line, you could be like, whoop.
Be like, what?
You could be like, whoop. You get from the side and someone from above. Whoop.
So he just fights with the circle hoop thing.
That is his main thing. He's also got a hyper ball.
Does he not ride a motorbike?
That is going to come into play.
Oh, we're not finished at the end of the moves. Oh, that's his smash.
We'll get there in a moment. Let's first look at his costumes. Okay, so his first costume, we're just giving Tron basic outfit.
Sorry, is this from the movie? What is this animation?
This is actually a render from Kingdom Hearts 2.
He's in Kingdom Hearts.
There's a whole Tron world in Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's really not popular.
But they're making another one.
I know, they're really trying, aren't they?
They really did. This is the third time they're trying. Like, God bless them. The second outfit is based on this character, Yori. This is Stark, so we're going for the reds. And then we've got Clue, yellow. Like different colors, you know what I'm saying? So those first 4 costumes were all based on the original 80s movie. The next 4 are based on Tron Legacy from the 2000s.
I didn't see that coming.
We got Sam Flynn.
Where's that animation from?
Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. No, Kingdom Hearts.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Another Kingdom Hearts game. Costume number 6, it's your absolute dream crush, Quora.
Olivia Wilde.
You like a bit of Olivia Wilde, yeah?
Love that. Love her.
You like that bob?
Not so much the bob, but...
It's giving Edna mode. Costume number 7, we got Rinsler. I think this is a sick costume. My favourite costume is this one, though. We got Siren.
Is she in the movie? We should watch that movie again.
Yeah. Tron stage, we're going to the game grid. This is quite a cool concept. So in both movies, you go to the game grid and this stage is going to specifically reference the ring game. So there's 2 different sides to it. So there's 2 platforms. So you can like jump between them. but when the stage gets hit, it gets damaged and can start falling away in like chunks. Obviously it will reappear, but there might be certain points during the game when there's literally massive holes you have to sort of jump around and then they reappear. I think it's quite a cool concept.
Yeah.
And also just 2 platforms, nothing above, and you're kind of just going to be scrambling to get on those platforms.
There's no like cars that went past.
No, not in this one. But what you are talking about is his final smash. So I have 2 ideas. Obviously the most iconic one would be the light cycle. Maybe it could be like Captain Falcon's final smash, where literally just the car just comes and sort of runs them over, and he could just be in the light cycle, run them over. Or maybe the fighting stops for a moment and whoever he's caught up in that final smash, or maybe everyone gets in a light cycle and you drive around the stage literally like you're playing the arcade game.
That's cool.
And maybe if you're Tron, you're slightly faster than everyone else or something to give you an advantage. And you've got like 5 seconds to try and kill as many people as you can, and whoever you kill maybe gets shot off the stage. It's like a little mini game.
How do you kill them? By crashing into them?
It's like a game of Snake, in all honesty.
Right. Nice.
Or the other one I thought of, when you go into Tron, basically a big laser comes to like laser you into the mainframe, and it's quite a cool visual. So maybe the people that get caught up in the final smash get lasered to pieces. But let's be honest, we want to ride the light cycles, innit? Yeah. And that is Tron. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I don't think I'd play with him, but it sounds cool.
Okay. I mean, it's referencing the 80s, it's referencing the 2000s.
Yeah, I like his final smash.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Cool, yeah.
I am Megaman. I'm blue and cyan, also known as Rockman. Pow pow!
We're moving on to a little bit of a controversial character now, Wii Fit Trainer. This, I think, is one of the biggest surprises out of any characters in any of the Smash Bros games, because it's not even really a playable character. Wii Fit Trainer was literally just the person who featured in the Wii Fit games, which, were they even games? You had Wii Fit.
Yeah.
What was the Wii Fit Trainer?
Well, they did like the hula hoop stuff. They're like your trainer. What annoys me about Wii Fit Trainer is, one, they shouldn't be in the game and they're annoying. But what annoys me is they're actually quite good.
Oh.
Like, they're actually really good at fighting.
Yeah, their moveset is very creative, I think.
Like whenever they're in the game, someone's playing as them, I'm like, they're going to be really good. Because no one would choose to pick that character, but when they do, they're sick.
Yeah, it's no one's favourite character, so if you're playing as them...
You're skilled.
That's quite a good point. The suggestions for this character in the comments were wild. They were vast. There wasn't really any particular ones that I saw more often than others, so I'm just going to hit you with a bunch of different ideas. Introducing Gordon Bombay, the coach of the Mighty Ducks. Going with the sports theme, the coaches, which I thought was quite inventive, like hockey kind of moveset. Another character suggested was Esmeralda. She's quite physical when you see her sort of pole dancing and stuff.
No, that's super random.
When I tell you all of these suggestions are random. The next one we've got is Pocahontas. Hey, she like dives off cliffs and stuff.
Wii Fit Trainers sometimes a male and female, right? You could pick either one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rapunzel was another idea. I think the comment specifically that I saw was something to do with the sun. I don't know, read this comment below. It was interesting. One of the ones I did see a little bit more often was Elastigirl.
Why?
Wii Fit Trainer stretches. Elastigirl stretches.
Right. Could it just be Walt Disney himself?
Interesting. You're cooking. There's something
Walt
there.
Could like draw things and then they
I was about to say, what's the moveset?
They could like come to life.
Oh, so he's giving like scribble notes. He's like writing on the page and like, that's a cool idea.
Thank you. I'm not here for nothing, Ben.
Let's know. Well, let's know in the comments. Do you want actual Walt Disney in the game?
That would be cool.
That's kind of interesting.
If so, we could put him in somewhere else. But I think that's good.
Maybe. Thinks of character.
Maybe the story mode is talking about the big hand. Maybe he should draw the hand.
That should be a separate video.
Okay.
But I like it. One of the most creative ideas I saw was for Jetix, the character in the Jetix logo, which I never used to watch Jetix, but when you look at like the idents and stuff from the TV show, would kind of move around and like fight and stuff, and it's kind of giving what Wii Fit Trainer is to Wii Fit, Jetix was to Jetix. I like that idea. However, the one that I've gone with is one of the ones I'm most excited about.
Was this not your idea?
This was my original idea, and I have seen a few people put it in the comments. Someone who is very physical, who is known for their moves, but is a little bit more obscure. Introducing Powerline.
Okay.
Think of what they're wearing even, like the catsuit kind of thing.
Okay.
Tell me that's not the best idea ever. Tell me. It's good, no?
That's good.
Good, thank you, we got that.
It's better than the ones you just said.
Oh, shading everyone's comments. Let's look at the moveset. In the same way as Wii Fit Trainer, a lot of their moves are based on literally like exercises. The majority of Powerline's moveset is going to be based on his dance moves.
Right, 90s.
And basically, if you do the right button combination, you can just make him do the dance from eye to eye. You can make him do the perfect cast, which I would love.
I mean, the perfect cast is going to be his Final Smash.
The perfect cast is Goofy's Final Smash, and I'm trying to make everyone original. Also, Goofy's Final Smash is like the fishing version of the perfect cast, not the dance version. Okay, after dance moves, I struggled a little bit because obviously he's only in a few minutes of the movie.
We'll get
so
some.
we can spitball now. Ideas I've written down is maybe he could throw CDs.
Okay.
Like he's got some merch left over. Hiya, hiya, like ninja stars.
Maybe he's just got loads of merch, so like maybe he just throws cardboard cutouts of himself.
Oh, block. Maybe it's a cutout decoy.
Nice, I like that.
You know, like the one that gets hoovered up by Goofy.
Yeah.
Maybe another projectile could be a microphone that he throws at people, perhaps.
Yeah. Maybe he just sings a really high note, and it's then like makes everyone go like that, and then he just like does something.
But Powerline's a great singer. They can't be doing this.
Or he has like a speaker, and he like comes out with a speaker on his shoulder.
Oh, like a boombox.
Yeah, like a boombox.
Nice.
Or he like throws a boombox or something.
He comes out and you think, what's he gonna do? And then he just goes, bam! His up B, so his recovery, I thought could be a toaster. You know, like at concerts when people like fly up onto the stage.
Yeah.
So maybe it could just be one of those. Also, something that's used a lot at concerts are pyros. So maybe like sparks could come out of him, like either side, perhaps.
Good. Yeah, I like these. Smoke machine.
Ooh.
There's so much you could do. A light show. He could have laser lights.
Come on, lasers.
He'd like crowd surf.
Crowd surf, yeah. But he just like lands on people kind of thing. Last idea I had, well, it was a comment that I saw. The fact that Wii Fit Trainer is based on exercise. In the 80s, there was something called Mousercise. Maybe one of Powerline's moves could reference Mousercise. Okay, let's have a look at his costumes. I thought, what road could we go down? And I thought about all the people that have influenced Powerline's creation. Before we get to that though, let's start with his basic yellow. Also,
What a vibe.
why do you think I've chosen green?
Because sometimes it looks green in the movie.
Sometimes in the movie it looks green. Hey yo, yellow, green.
Green.
We have the two sides of Powerline right here. Next one, I've gone purple.
Prince.
Purple Rain, baby.
Yeah. What a legend. So I don't really love Prince music.
For me, it's very hit and miss. Some, like, I can listen to an album and hear an absolute, one of the greatest songs ever, and the next song will be like, we are about to pop up. And you're like, what the hell?
What's he saying?
Have you listened to the Batman album that he made?
No. It's a whole album, Batman album.
Yeah, and it's kind of all using dialogue from the movie. It's weird.
Love him.
Anyway, love Prince.
The New Girl clip.
Do you want to put that in?
We got to put that in. If we're going to reference anything, we need to reference when Nick and Jess meet Prince.
Ah!
Cue the clip.
Hi. I'm Prince.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! There!
Carried on with the line of all of these characters are pop stars that have influenced Powerline.
Michael Jackson. Oh, like his Thriller. Nice. Beat It.
Beat It is what I was going for, but I think Thriller is also red, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
I also gave him a little
Silver Glove.
silver glove. Next one, I don't think you'll get this one, but it's another pop star from the early 90s. Male.
Bobby Brown.
It's Bobby Brown, baby.
Ayo.
I was also trying to make sure that each costume did look different, so I just found a blue
nice.
outfit of Bobby Brown. Next, we're going a little bit more snazzy. There's some things going on.
About 80s, 90s.
And even 70s, think snazzy outfits.
Oh, what's his face? David Bowie.
We got David Bowie, and this is the outfit I tried to emulate. This was the inspiration anyway.
Could we talk about the fact that he was basically like gender bending, surely, from the get-go?
Yeah, and I was going to say people didn't have a problem with it then, but maybe they did. They probably did.
Are we also allowed to say gender bending?
Let's move on. Next.
Can I guess this?
Think very specific to Powerline.
Male.
Male,
Singer.
singer, Who is he? Voiced by
Oh, Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell.
That's the crustiest picture.
Love Tevin Campbell, but it's kind of hard to like find Google images of him. So this is actually another character from the movie. We're thinking about the concert. Her name, I found out, is Trini.
She's got a huge mouth. I feel like lots of her parts are huge.
Interesting. Do you know what's really interesting about her? Her speaking voice is Pat Carroll, also known as Ursula.
Yeah.
Her singing voice, I only just found out, is Rosie Gaines from Prince's new power generation. In Nothing Compares to You, literally Prince goes, Rosie Gaines. And then she sings amazingly. Also, closer than close. Closer than you can imagine. Close.
What those words?
Closer than you ever can imagine. Close. Let's get close. Closer, yeah. Rosie Gaines, icon.
That's a tune.
So I hope those costumes, if you like your 90s music, brought back some memes for you.
That's one of my favourite sections you've done so far. That was fun. I felt like I was part of the video.
Hey! Powerline stage. Where do you think I've gone?
To the concert.
To the concert, there's only kind of one option, his World Arena Tour. So I'm thinking big screen in the background, there's backing dancers in the background, we're going to have some sick tunes playing, and there's going to be an audience down the front cheering, and you know, obviously if your character's doing well, they're going to be cheering your character like, oh my god, Chicken Little, I love you.
Should we show the people our Eye to Eye dance?
Do you think they want to see it?
Yeah.
Well, whether you want to see it or not, here it is. So for his final smash, I thought he could get an electro sphere out, and whoever he catches in the final smash is caught in the electrosphere, and you see them being like, huh, 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 and then they go flying off. I was trying to think outside the box, something that visually could look quite cool. This giant electrosphere where they're all getting caught up. So what do you think of Powerline?
Yeah, I think it's one of my favourite characters so far.
Okay.
Ever.
Damn.
Nah, not ever. Saying that, how about, here's an idea, out of the 3 characters we just had, we pick a character that we would play with, and then we see it as the video goes on, if we trump that player out, or if we change our mind, and we see what character we end up with, which would then be our favourite character.
So we choose our main, basically.
There you go.
Okay, so who are you going for? We've had Chicken Little, Tron, and Powerline so far. Who are you going for?
Powerline.
I do really love Chicken Little.
Chicken Little's moves were pretty cool though.
Let's be honest, I'm going to have to go for Powerline as well. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I like that. Let's see as we go on who our mains are going to be.
Yeah, we've not done that before.
Yeah. Okay, the next character on the list is Rosalina Luma. It's a double act. She first appeared in Super Mario Galaxy and has since been a mainstay in Mario titles like Mario Kart, etc, etc. She stands out for having a magic wand and works as a sort of tag team character with Luma.
Wait, what? You can't fight with Luma.
You fight with Luma every single time. So Rosalina is her own character, and then next to her, hovering around, is Rosalina's star. It helps her have more of a long-range attack because she could be fighting here, and then he's like fighting people like a little way off.
Right.
It's kind of a more difficult character to get to grips with because there's so many like intricacies to it, which is why I hardly ever play it.
I don't remember that.
The suggestions for this, people were really thinking along the lines of a main character with a little sort of best friend, a little floaty friend kind of thing.
Mulan would have been a good one. Could have Mushu.
That is actually a good suggestion, bro.
No one said that.
I'm sure they were in there somewhere. Honestly, we've had so many comments, thank you very much, that I'm only picking like a little selection of ones that have stood out to me.
That are worthy.
Oh no, but there's so many more that are good, but if I sat here and read out every single suggestion, the video is long enough as it is, you know what I'm saying? The options for this one are quite varied, so I'm gonna rattle through them quite quick. Someone who's yellow and floaty, just like Luma, is Flounder and Ariel, which I thought was a good suggestion. Remy and Linguini.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I like that one a lot. One of my favorite films, so that would be sick.
Yeah.
I thought this was interesting. Cruella and her puppies. Well, not even her puppies, the puppy she's stolen. I just love the idea that she could just keep bringing out the puppies, and if they get like destroyed, she'll just bring out another puppy.
That's just animal cruelty.
Cruella loves a bit of animal cruelty. This was a cool idea. We've got Dreamfinder and Figment. I think one of the people that commented said that we don't get enough Parks representation in this, and I like that as a concept. The fact also that Dreamfinder is the main character, and then you got Figment coming off I like it. Next one we got is Jafar and Iago.
That's a good one.
Again, another little floating character with someone. Floating, flying, all that. This next one is a deep cut. Andre and Wally B, which is one of Pixar's very, very first. It might even be the first short that they made.
What movie was it before?
They weren't making movies yet. This was their first short. They might have put it to a movie later, but yeah. Someone suggested Clarabelle in the fact that you've got like Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina are like a little trio, and then Clarabelle is in a trio with like Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck. I think they're assuming that Princess Daisy is going to be Daisy Duck, but we'll have to wait and see in the next game. And the Blue Fairy, I thought was very good. Magic wand, she wears blue, blonde hair, that is very Rosalina coded.
Jiminy Cricket on her shoulder.
Oh, potentially, that could have been a good, nice little addition. However, we're thinking Magic Wand, we're thinking Star, we're thinking Usher and Star.
People are like, what is that? I've never heard of it before.
Oh, there was a little movie called Wish came out.
It's a new Disney classic.
Yeah, we reacted to it on the channel, so you know, watch that. As soon as I saw the first trailer for Wish, one of the first things I thought
we said
was...
it. We said it in the trailer.
This is Rosalina.
I'm guessing people in the comments were like, it has to be Usher after.
Oh, so many comments.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the Magic Wand and Star in a little bit, but first, just her moves by herself. She's a tour guide in the movie, so she like waves her little tour guide flag. So I thought that could be like a little up special, like hurting people above her.
With a flag.
With a flag.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want that up your bum, do you?
Is that where it's going?
Or maybe you do. She's also quite strong in the movie. I don't know if you remember the bit where she literally pulls down a cabinet on top of Magnifico.
Yeah, that was ballsy.
So she's strong. The next move I'm going to give you is castanets. So maybe instead of like punching someone to the side, she's going to castanet them. Okay, her magic wand, she only actually uses it a little bit in the movie, so there's not much to go on. But one of the things she can do is like shoot little fireworks, so that could be like a little projectile, like shooting up in the air. Pew, pew. Another thing she can do is put dresses on trees. Maybe that's like, every now and again you press the button and it goes wrong a little bit, and then one of the other characters has a dress on. And you're like, oh, this is mildly inconvenient. That could be a move. Let's talk about Star for a moment. Star can do little bursts of energy where like sparks come out from all angles. Can also do like a little circle attack where it hits people like all around. Remember that bit in the castle where it's shooting out of the little cabinet and sets like everything on the table on fire?
Yeah.
So long range attacks, pew pew pew.
Right.
I thought the grab attack could be Star tying someone up in a yarn like they do in the movie. Also her up B, I thought she could stand on a book and Star can make the book levitate. And she has a dash attack, and it could be that Star shoots out, but again, that red yarn is coming out and she gets dragged along by the red yarn.
Red yarn.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. None of these moves are that exciting yet. Let me introduce you to the best mechanic of Usher. Press down B. She's gonna pull up from the ground.
Got a good idea. Carry on.
So you press down B and she picks things up from the ground. Maybe it's a plant, a flower, a chicken, a mouse, a root vegetable. It could be anything, right? Now she has two options what to do with that. She could just throw it as it is. Cool. Ow. Or she'd get her magic wand out. With her magic wand, she can make it bigger. Now, once it's bigger, she can now throw it at someone and it could hurt them even more. Or she could use the magic wand again and keep making it bigger. If she makes it too big, maybe she tries to pick it up and it like damages herself. So cool, we've got like some stakes to play with. Or, let me finish, bro. Or she could use the star. So she picks it up from the ground. The star, what does the star do? Makes things talk, makes things come to life. So say she picked up a mushroom.
Yeah.
She could either make it bigger with her magic wand and throw it at someone, or she could use the star and the star will like make it alive and then she sends it off on its way and it goes and attacks someone.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, you gave me nothing. That was a genius idea, Redis.
I'm just approving on it because what you're doing
Okay.
at the moment, you're saying she's gonna make it grow, but what she needs to do is whatever size it is, she has to dash it, and as it's being dashed, she's like bam. So as it's throwing to them, it like goes bam in their face.
Throw, boom, bam.
Yeah, so it's like, or it can be like to throw, star hits it and it turns into a big apple monster.
Yeah, that's cool. Both, you could have both.
Well, it's the same thing. Mine's just like
You throw it first and then
mine's
you do
like
it.
upper class level. Yours is like economy.
You know, there's ways of saying this, Edis, without like putting down the other person's idea. So let's work on that. With the costumes, I've gone for characters that have little floaty friends, little floaty sidekicks, okay? But none of the ones we've actually discussed already.
Interesting.
Who do you think this could be? I don't think you're gonna guess any of these. I'm gonna tell you straight away.
No. Have I seen it? Mm-hmm. Is it in the 90s?
So this is meant to be like a yellowy, like brown color.
Pocahontas.
And the hummingbird Flit.
Right.
For this one, we're staying in the 90s. It's a male character.
Aladdin.
And who's his floaty friend?
Abu.
Floaty, bro. Floaty means flying. It's Prince Ali and the magic carpet, bro.
Oh, the carpet.
You're not with me on this one.
No, not really.
Okay, I'll just do the last one. I'm just going to tell you what the last one is then. For this one, we've got Tiana and Ray the Firefly.
I didn't know Ray the Firefly is.
Cool, cool, cool. For the next 4 costumes, we've got Asha in her cloaked form. Already referencing the fairy godmother, which is quite neat. I'm just going to tell you these because you're not going to get them. We've got Belle and Mrs. Potts. But Belle when she's like in the snow, you know what I'm saying? Giving it Christmas vibes. We've got, oh, this one's a deep cut. This is the spring sprite from Fantasia 2000. And I made Star just like reference one of the butterflies that rests on her. And I know she's not in a hood, she's not in a cloak, but it's giving that vibe.
What's this from?
Fantasia 2000.
It's a really cool visual.
From the Firebird suite.
Look how sick that looks.
Yeah, the animation in Fantasia 2000, especially in this section, is sick. And then for this last one, what job interview does Asha go for in the movie?
The assistant.
Of the sorcerer. She's referencing Mickey the Sorcerer's Apprentice and the broomstick. Ta-da. Time for her stage. I've gone with Rosa's Castle. We said when we watched our reaction that literally at the end of the movie, it fully looked like a Smash Bros stage. But I thought let's make it better than that. So the way that the platform moves up, maybe it starts on ground level of the castle. So everything's just light and airy. Then it could sink down into his evil lair.
Go down.
It could go down into his evil lair, and then it could go all the way up. The roof could open, and it's the nighttime now, and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Okay, final smash. I've got 2 ideas actually. First one, dancing chickens attack everyone.
Fun.
Sure.
Random.
Second idea, this is where it gets juicy. The wish orbs. Asha sings something, and all the wish orbs come down from the sky.
Yeah.
Now, in the movie, everyone has their own personal wish, right? So, for this, each of the wish orbs is going to have a little picture of the different players playing in that very moment.
Oh.
Now, all the characters can grab the wish orbs. If your character grabs a wish orb with your face on it, then you are going to get a stat boost. You're going to get invincibility, you're going to get...
Invincibility for the whole game?
No, short time, bro. Or you could get a little bit of your health back, something like that. If you accidentally grab an orb with a different character's face on, then you're going to get damage, or you're going to get shrunk, or you're going to get shot flying off.
So you want to get your own face?
Yes, but they're all kind of moving around a little bit. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Asha, it is her final smash. No matter which one she grabs, she's going to get positive things. She's going to get a stat boost. She's going to get invincibility. She's going to get extra health, something like that. So it's like kind of like a little mini game.
I think it's a little bit overcomplicated.
Right. Well, when I first started planning the character, I thought, this is seeming like a bit of a dead character. So I was coming up with like things she could do, like little techers, you know what I'm saying?
Is it still power line for the lead of the ranking?
Oh... Yeah, I'm thinking about what characters will come in. I don't know if anything's going to beat Powerline, you know? Did we peak too soon?
You tell me, you've made this up.
I mean, let us know in the comments. Who's your main? We move on. Okay, next character is Little Mac. He's one of the smallest Smash fighters, but he packs a big punch. He's quick on his feet and is forever the underdog.
Little Mac.
Little Mac, the little boxer guy.
Boxer,
Yeah. Some suggestions we had for Little Mac include Quasimodo. People think he can pack a big punch, and I think he can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
We've got John Smith from Pocahontas. You see him fighting in the movie a little bit. That's good a suggestion. I like that one. We've got Tarzan.
I'm not vibing with these suggestions.
Right.
They're all too masculine and tall.
Okay.
I feel like I want someone who's just like a little like, do you know what I mean?
Okay, well, how about...
You better hit me with a good one.
Keeping on the sports theme, Little Mac's a boxer. People suggested...
What?
Troy Bolton from High School Musical. But actually, he's already in the game. He's in one of our little Pokeballs / Disney TVs. Check out that video.
If you haven't seen that video, that's a good video. Some people have not watched that video.
A lot of people have not watched that video. Just saying.
Yeah, you ask for content, we give it to you, and you don't even watch it.
All right. Easy now. You feel like they need to be a little guy, right?
Yeah, I want like little stocky, like Wolverine type guy, like boom, boom, boom.
Okay. How about The massive Mr. Incredible.
No, that's literally the opposite of what I want.
This is one of the most popular suggestions. Mr. Incredible got suggested lots.
Really?
Yep, I think they're just all thinking about the big punch, which I understand. The other Pixar character suggestion we had was Tomato. Now,
It's a car.
let me clarify why people said this. In our assist trophy video, we put Meta as one of our assist trophies.
Fuming.
Little Mac, oh yeah, people were pissed about that.
Yeah.
The reason behind this one is Little Mac was originally assist trophy, and then he made the switch into a playable character onto the roster.
nice.
So people were thinking, out of all the assist
That's
trophies,
cool.
they would want this one to make the switch, which
I like that.
is a viable reason, I
like
think.
that, I like that.
I like it too, but it's not the one I went with.
I feel like someone like Lilo.
Okay.
She's feisty, she's small, and you know she'll punch you in the face.
Ed, that's a good suggestion.
Thank you.
I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah, she'll also bite you. She also, I feel like, punches Myrtle
She
in
does
the face.
punch someone in the face, yeah. And she's tiny. Has no one said Lilo?
No, I haven't seen that one. Maybe
What?
someone did, but I haven't seen
Listen, I'm throwing out some good ones.
You're getting better, you know, bro.
People come for me in the comments.
it. What do they say to you, bro?
They say mean things about me.
And now you're deciding to step up.
No, I
so
don't
thank
care.
you for saying mean
No,
things, because now
bung
he's up
that.
in his game.
No, bung that.
Someone else who's a tiny character and is not afraid to just bare knuckle fight in their movie. I went with Woody. Ta-da!
He's also small, I guess.
Yeah, I was really focusing on the little. I was focusing
He's not
more.
a punchy person, though, is he?
Oh, he fully attacks Buzz Lightyear. So his moveset, like I said, he's ready to jump on you. He's ready to like pounce. He's a scrappy fighter. Also, there is a snake in my boots. In Toy Story 2, he has like a little toy where like there's a snake in the boot. He can also use his little remote control car, the RC Racer, so he can like shoot it off like phew, phew, get people from a long distance.
Right.
Unlike Little Mac, he's actually got a big jump. He could use a kite to like jump up really high. Boom. I thought his recovery could use his pull string. His pull string latches onto the end of a ledge and like he goes up like that.
Yeah.
He's also got his lasso and his whip. Oh, maybe he should have been Simon Belmont instead.
Is there...
Anyway, we're still on to this.
I'm not vibing with this character. He's a cowboy, right? Mm-hmm. What does cowboys got?
Rickets? I don't know.
What does a cowboy have?
A hat? What about he throws his hat like Oddjob in James Bond?
Yeah.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you can like throw his sheriff badge.
Like a ninja star.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
He's a cowboy ninja.
How about he uses some of the lesser known Toy Story characters?
In what way?
Like, you know the shark? This is my favorite Toy Story character, I think. My name's Woody. Howdy, 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 howdy. And he's like, give me that. Maybe he could just get this massive rubber shark and just whack people with it.
Yeah, like a bit more like that. He's
yeah.
a toy, like.
He is a toy.
So like maybe he plays with more toys.
So play nice.
Woody's costumes. We've got classic Woody. You can't go wrong. A very iconic character. All the other costumes are based on other Toy Story characters. Let's see if you can guess them. Name that Toy Story character.
Rex.
Ding, ding, ding. 1 point for Ed is name that Toy Story character.
Ooh.
When you see it, you'll see it.
Pink and blue. And black.
All of these parts are detachable.
Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. Do you like what I did? 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 Do you like it? Name that Toy Story character. This one's a little bit harder. Not gonna lie.
Slinky. Yeah. Nice.
Which bit's the slink?
His shirt.
I went with the jeans.
Oh, the jeans, sorry,
I
yeah.
tried to make them silvery. He's got a green collar on. It's Slinky.
Yeah, he has a green collar on. I thought that. That's what I think I remembered it.
For the next few, we're going for villains.
I wonder who it could be.
Sid. Name that villain. We've got the Prospector, Stinky Pete.
Yeah.
Name that villain.
Strawberry Bear.
Lotso Hugging Bear. And the last one is not a villain per se.
Oh, yeah.
But it is from number 4.
Nice.
Who is it?
Keanu Reeves.
Juke Kaboom!
Juke Kaboom.
And this one looks great. I thought.
Canada. It does look great.
Thank you very much.
Is that about 5 hours work?
Oh, all of them put together? Yeah, probably a couple of weeks.
There you go. That's why it takes so long.
Now for the stage, we're going to Al's Toy Barn. Now, this is a visual representation of what I'm thinking. don't imagine it all Barbies, just imagine it like different toys on the shelf. So we've got a couple of platforms to the left, a couple of platforms for the right, and then we've got this main area in the middle, and we can have just different toys in the different areas. It's quite simple, but sometimes we need simple stages. And actually the layout of this, with the platforms either side and with the main area in the middle, I feel like it could make for quite good battles. Final Smash! There is an attraction at Disney World called Midway Mania. It's Toy Story themed, and you basically have like a little like launcher, and you have to shoot things. It's like a kind of arcadey type game.
Like a fun fair of rides. You know, like a fun fair is like you go to like, we can like throw the ball at the duckies or like knock the pins down. It's a bit like that. So basically you're in like this cart and you move around and it's like kind of carnival game.
So my idea is a little bit like Solid Snake's Final Smash, where he comes out the front, Woody will be out front, and you basically have to shoot these like pellets or these balls, like a carnival game, at everyone who's still on the stage. Maybe other targets could come up on the stage. You could either choose to hit the players, or you could hit these targets like on the ride.
Which help your health.
Yeah. So you could either go for the targets,
Or both.
or you go for the people, or you go for both.
Nice, I like that.
And that is Woody from Toy Story. Your thoughts?
I don't think it's right for Little Mac.
Okay, but what do you
sorry.
think about him as a playable
him as a
character?
I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's good. I like the last Smash.
Nice. Is he beating Powerline as your main?
No.
Give me that.
Moving right along to Greninja. So Greninja is a water dark type Pokemon, with its design being ninja themed. Do you know Greninja?
Yeah, it's quite a good character, isn't it?
It's like a frog with like a really long tongue that like wraps around his neck. Weird. Lots of suggestions went around the frog theme. For example, Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog. What do you think? I'll tell you what I think. I'll be honest, I'm a massive Muppets fan. I enjoy them thoroughly, and I've been thinking a lot whether I put Muppets in the game, but I'm just gonna stick to my guns.
No.
This is a Disney Pixar
Listen,
game. It's just Disney, it's just Pixar. Because if Muppets get in, it's opening the floodgates, right? To the Marvel, to the Star Wars, and hey, maybe that'd be a cool game as well, and maybe I'll do those rosters in the future, do you know what I mean? Oh, I also want to do another one where it's just all cartoon characters, like not just Disney. Could we have DreamWorks,
Looney Tunes.
It could have Looney Tunes, it could have Cartoon Network,
Nice.
Nicktoons. I also want to do that.
What would we call that?
What if cartoons made Smash Bros? Is that good?
It's not as catchy.
So Kermit the Frog, love the idea, but alas, not today. And next suggestion, which was quite popular, was Sprig from Amphibia, which I thought was a cool suggestion, keeping it very up to date.
Okay.
Also, we've got Randy Cunningham from 9th Grade Ninja, which I'll be honest, I heard about today.
He looks cool.
He looks freaking real cool, and I can imagine Greninja having this exact pose. The next one, it's a water type Pokemon, so people have suggested Wade from Elemental.
He's quite chill though. He ain't fighting nobody.
Yeah, but if you stick little fire coals in him, he's gonna like...
Come on. Elemental representation.
You like that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Another popular suggestion was Tiana, because frogs, which I always thought was funny. But by far the most popular suggestion, and my original thoughts for this character as well, it was summed up by the following comment from Thomas Bennett 0. 1. They are both semi-aquatic, egg-laying animals of action. 2. I want a Phineas and Ferb rep. That's right, Harry the Platypus is in the game! You like Harry the Platypus, yeah? Giving a monkey a shout.
Hey, what was all that about?
Basically, Phineas and Ferb are always doing like their life.
Yeah.
And then while that's happening, their pet platypus,
Oh, it's their pet.
yes, has a secret life, a double life,
Nice.
where he's a secret agent
Nice, I like
trying
that.
to. And then,
Can they talk to the platypus?
yeah, but the platypus just responds with,
So in the show, but then do we hear him speak? It's always like that. He don't ever speak. That's cool. You're impressed that you could do that.
yeah. Okay, Perry the Platypus. We're going for ninja fighting style. It's very Greninja. And look, he's even like the same color, you know what I'm saying? I went through some episodes. I found some of his fighting. He can bite people, yo.
I didn't.
Ow, Harry, no! We do not bite the elderly.
Again, ow.
Also, Perry the Platypus, he's known for his gadgets. Some of the gadgets that I think could be involved in his moveset. We've got a pea shooter.
Did you ever used to do that at school?
No, I wasn't an imbecile. Did you?
Sometimes I'll just walk into school and be like, I'm not feeling it today.
Not you being like a bad. Sometimes I walk into school and I'll whip my pea shooter out and just be like.
They'll be like, you got the substitute teacher today. I'll be like, yeah, step up sub.
They'll be like, who's this Dennis the Menace from like the 1950s? Backwards cap. Did someone just pea shoot at me?
You said he's got gadgets and you said pea shooter.
That's the first one I've said, yeah?
So he's made a gadget, but it's just a straw and a bit of tissue.
Okay. The next one is Rocket Booster Recovery. Is that better for you? So his up-B recovery is a rocket booster. He's also got a rocket skateboard. I've also written hot dog. I can't remember why, but the clip is playing right now for you, and I'm sure it's a great move.
Isn't that Mickey Mouse?
Hot dog! Hot dog! Yeah. Hot dogs!
You were ready. So Mickey Mouse, hot dog! Hot dog!
And tail slap. He can fist fight. He can slap you with that tail. Look at it. It's like a waffle. It's going to get you.
Oh,
Ooh, it looks like an ice cream
It looks
cone.
like a cone.
Okay. Ooh, we're on to costumes. In the series, he's always putting on disguises to fool Doofenshmirtz. I've picked out a few of my favorites.
What's his name?
Doofenshmirtz? Bro, you need to watch Phineas and Ferb. I'm not even joking. The fact that you always used to watch the intro and never actually watched the program is a travesty.
I used to watch Sweet Life and then I'd hear this theme tune after. Summer vacation, and then I'd have to go to dance classes.
Oh, here we go to the dance classes. Go Podbury over there for me. We've got Perry the Gnome.
Oh, nice, that's the guy. That's a platypus.
You're being fooled just like Doofenshmirtz.
Wait, who are you? A platypus? Perry the platypus?
Okay, we've got Dr. Wexler.
Is it a thing that every episode he's just got a disguise?
He's got a disguise a lot and he always fools Doofenshmirtz.
Dr. Wexler, you're a platypus. Perry the platypus! I want to say that I knew it was you all along, but I can't because I didn't.
We've got Perry the Platypus in a fruit hat.
Sounds like there's a lot of characters.
This is all the same character, Ed.
No, I know. I mean,
he's in disguise.
Hola! Ay, caramba, Perry the Cha-Cha-Gram!
We've got Plumber Perry. Perry the Plumber. We've got Agent P. Look at him, looking dapper as fuck. We've got Master Perry. Is it cultural appropriation or is it just a cartoon? We'll find out. And we've got Teddy Bear Perry. Look at him.
Yeah, he's cute.
Little cutie pie. Okay, moving on to his stage. We've got Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Now, what's cool about this is we've got a little platform here. We've got a little under platform down here. And then at the top here, we've got this dome, which is hard to step on, but also it will open. And then it's a flat stage. And then sometimes it will close. And then you don't want to get trapped in there.
That's cool, I like that.
And for his final smash, we've got Perry the Platyborg. So he's gonna fly around the stage shooting people. He's looking like some sort of Terminator character. He's looking sick. I think it's from the movie. And that is Perry the Platypus. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Good character, right?
It's a cool character.
I feel like I'm knocking it out of the park. Good character after good character after good character. And Woody. Which you didn't like.
You can call him Agent P. I said you can call him Agent P. Agent P!
Before we move on to the next character, I think it's time to fill up this stage select screen a little bit more, put some of the old stages back in. So, some returning stages, we've got Wreck-It Ralph stage, Robin Hood stage, we've got Elsa's Frozen Ice Palace, Pinocchio's Pleasure Island, we've got the Great Wall of China from Mulan, we've got Stitch's spaceship, the San Francisco Bridge from Big Hero 6, the Magic Carpet from the Three Caballeros, the Sword and the Stone, we've got the 100 Acre Wood from Winnie the Pooh, we've got the Disneyland Train, and we've got the House of Mouse. I'm about to introduce something brand new, Edders. In our Smash Brawl video, I asked the people to recommend stages they're gonna get into the game just by themselves.
Right.
Do you remember?
No.
So in the last game, it was Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse because so many people suggested that one. So I said, hey, suggest me some random stages. We'll get them in the game. You know what I'm saying? So the first of these suggested stages, someone suggested the Haunted Mansion. There's two ways you could do this. Either it's literally like Luigi's Mansion from the actual Smash Bros, where you've just got the Haunted Mansion on screen, you're on the different rooms and stuff.
Boring, that's boring.
Or we could all be maybe riding Doom buggies around like the mansion, see different things. So maybe it's like a moving stage. Which one would you
Yeah,
prefer?
moving, 100%. I don't know about the Doom buggy. It could just be like, you don't have to actually be on the buggy, you just by going through it.
Right.
So it's like traveling through the house this way instead of like this way. You go through a door, boom, boom, now we're in a different room.
Oh.
Maybe we go to different haunted mansions from different worlds, different planets.
Different planets? What the?
Different parks. That's what I meant to say.
And the other suggestion was Gusto's restaurant from Ratatouille. They suggested it's going to be a moving stage, so we are all rat-sized. So we're going to be on like the countertops maybe. We're going to be like on the little trolley that's moving through the restaurant. We're going to go through the kitchen. We're going to go into the actual like seating area. It sounds exciting.
It's like the ride.
It's like the ride at Disneyland Paris or Epcot.
Spoiler.
But that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Out of those two stages, which ones do you prefer?
Yeah, I guess Haunted Mansion. It's got more of a vibe. Would you say that?
Nah, Gusto's restaurant. That's it. Next character, I'm actually gassed to do this one because this was one when we recorded Brawl, I had no idea where I was going to go with it. And then through people's comments, I've come to something genius.
You have or they have?
We have.
I love you!
Blue, what is your problem?
The bullet in my body.
So the character we're talking about are Mii's. Mii's were the name of the customizable avatars that first appeared on the Nintendo Wii in 2006. They often were used as playable characters in games such as Wii Sports, Wii Play, and even Mario Kart. The Mii's were everything in the Wii generation. I remember spending hours making Mii's on the Mii channel, so if they appeared in Smash Brawl on the Wii, the impact would have been huge. So when they appeared as a playable character in Smash Bros for the Wii U in 2014, it felt like a decade too late. You remember the Mii's?
They're terrible.
Just generally or in Smash?
I guess both.
What about the memories? What about the nostalgia?
We're different. I get bored of like create your own character. Like they're so. And the only one I've actually done that like properly is probably like on a boxing game, like Fight Night.
Probably like on a
You know, I'm just such a man.
Mate, well me, I made my whole family, I made all my
that's
friends,
my point.
and I made them race each other in Mario Kart.
I just downloaded like the Joker or like Batman or.
Oh yeah, you could download them as well.
That's all I did.
Yeah, I remember having Barack
South
Obama.
Wow.
They are technically three different characters, Mii Brawler, Mii Swordfighter, and Mii Gunner, each with a completely different moveset. Plus, all the costumes you can get for them has allowed games to be represented that probably wouldn't have been featured in Smash Bros without the Mii's. So this posed quite the dilemma. We are dealing with a character that at its very essence is unique to video games. So I was very intrigued to see what everyone would suggest, and they came out with some bangers. Let's go through them. So one of the suggestions we had was Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They were leaning into...
There's three of them.
That's what they're leaning into. For one of them, I guess, would be like the Sword Fighter, one would be the Brawler, one would be the Gunner. And to be honest, that was an incredibly popular suggestion. Next suggestion was these, what are they called? Netizens from Wreck-It Ralph 2. You know, the little like avatars that walking around the when they go into the internet?
Nah.
You don't remember?
Nah.
Let me phrase this a different way. In Wreck-It Ralph 2, when they went into the internet, there were all these little netizen avatars. If we want a Disney character that is customizable like the Mii's, these would be them. Although I don't think they're iconic enough to get in the game. I do apologize.
I think it should be three Potato Heads. Potato Head, Mr. Potato Head, and their baby.
Baby Potato Head.
Do they have a baby Potato Head?
Maybe in Toy Story 5. And then we got this comment. Maybe the Mii's could be based off of past Disney games where you had to make your own characters. So people started leaning towards representation from Disney games rather than the movies. So this screenshot is from Disneyland Adventures, which was on the Xbox, where you could create these little avatars and go around the Disney parks, apparently. This person said the Mii's could be the costumes from the Disney universe. So I remember having this game. What's cool about this is these costumes kind of look like the kind of costumes the Mii's actually wear in Smash Bros.
Right.
So I thought that was a cool idea. Then we got Toontown Online, which was this massive multiplayer online game back in the day where you basically create your own characters that could be in like the Mickey Mouse universe. I remember downloading it as a kid on my PC and then finding out that my PC wasn't powerful enough. And so I never actually got to play it.
Your PC couldn't play it?
Like I got Sims 2 once and I literally had to go to PC World to buy extra RAM for my computer so I could play Sims 2.
I didn't have that issue.
Madness.
You're one of those poor people.
It's true. Another suggestion was Club Penguin. Did you ever play this back in the day?
Nope.
Neither did I, but I know a lot of people did. And actually, if you read this comment that's on screen right now, this person has laid out exactly how this character would work, and I think it's a sick idea.
But this is still not your idea.
Of course not, Ediz.
Oh
You know
my
me by
gosh.
now. So the idea that I've ended up going with, I've kind of combined lots of different ideas, and when it came to me, when I tell you, I thought I was a genius. I thought, how could we get a character that kind of represents the Miis in terms of their customizability, but also represents Disney at large, and especially a part of Disney that we haven't really represented much in the game so far? I'm giving you my idea. The Disneylanders. Hear me out. You create an avatar, and then you can basically dress them up to represent the Disneyland parks. So I think the easiest way to explain this idea is to actually start, not with the moveset, but with the costumes.
Have you AI'd this person's face?
Yes. So, for example, Tower of Terror bellhop could be one of the costumes that you get. You could also change the hat up. You could give her Minnie Mouses if you wanted to.
Whose body is that?
Someone who actually works at Disneyland.
Some random worker.
Yep. And this is her face AI'd.
Who's the girl?
It's Kiki.
Come on, Kiki.
Kiki. Do you know?
You're basically representing different things that happen in the park.
Yes.
Like people wearing Mickey Mouse ears, carrying balloons, selling balloons.
But also mainly the people who work in the parks. For example, this is someone who works on one of the rides. Then we've got, you'll notice it's the same avatar, it's the same face, but I've now dressed her up as Ariel from the parades.
Aren't these then just the princesses that they're meant to represent?
We would make sure that the costumes, they do look different to if the character actually got into the game. It's not like 100% accurate to the movies, it's more like accurate to how they're seen in the parks.
Okay.
For example, this is like a winter version of Tiana, which you wouldn't see in the film, but you are going to see in like the parades kind of thing. We've got Belle. We could either get some mascots going on in here. So we've got Clarabelle Cow, she'd have the big head on, and we could have male characters as well. So we've only done female so far, you know what I'm saying? So we've got Duffy to represent the Japanese parks. Could have a Dapper Dan in there, which are the guys that go around Main Street like singing for you. And if you really wanted to mix it up, you could stick Clarabelle Cow's head on a Dapper Dan. The amount of customizability we could have is actually crazy. You could get costumes from the different Disneyland parades. You could be this girl if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think that's better than the actual costumes of the characters.
Well, what's great about this idea is you've got the options to do whatever you want. You could be the ghost hosts from Phantom Manor. You could even just be generic cast members. You could be the people that just work at the hotels or on like the safari places.
Yeah, okay.
You could even be the creepiest Disneyland character of all time, one of the country bears.
Why is that still there?
Honestly, this gives me nightmares, let alone the children.
Are they doing it as a joke, do you reckon?
People love the country bears, I think.
No, but then invest in some good costumes.
Also, I thought in terms of unlocking these costumes, maybe in the game you could collect Disney pins, and then how in real life you trade Disney pins.
Okay.
You could trade them in to earn yourself costumes. Maybe even the DLC packs could be themed, okay? So the themes for the DLC packs, you could have an Adventureland pack, you could have a Discoveryland pack, an Epcot pack, a Tokyo pack, and then the costumes you get are going to be characters and cast members that are unique to those places.
I thought you were going to say it's part of their moveset, they can collect badges and then like get like, super move.
That's a cool idea.
A badge.
Should we move on to the moveset?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about the Mii's moveset, but they are actually, a lot of their moves are copied just from other characters in the game, just maybe made a little bit more generic. In all honesty, the same is going to happen here. Apart from instead of having a Brawler, a Sword Fighter, and a Gunner, we're going to have a Brawler, a Sword Fighter, and a Magician.
Sorry.
I said it weird, like a magic wand wielder rather than a gunner,
right,
to keep in line with like the Disney themes. So some unique moves that the Disneylander could have. Maybe we could have a 2-finger point. Just like how everyone in the parks has the point with 2 fingers.
Okay, random facts.
We could incorporate some dance moves from the parades. Maybe the magic bands that everyone has when they enter the park to like sign in and stuff, that could be like a reflect. And obviously the sword fighters are gonna have sword fighting moves, and the magician magic wielders are gonna have a magic wand as part of their moveset.
You're gonna represent the fireworks display?
Maybe that could be part of their moveset, yeah.
It has to be.
Have some fireworks.
That's the first thing I thought of.
I mean, fireworks are already an item in the game, so maybe they could just have that as one of their weapons as well.
Or the shows at night, isn't it?
Phantasmic is Sorcerer Mickey's final smash.
Right.
But sure, we can double up.
No, you do what you gotta do.
So if you work in Disneyland, there are 5 keys of customer service. They are safety, courtesy, inclusion, show, and efficiency. And in your training, you earn these keys, I think, to like prove that you're good at all these things. I don't know, I've never worked at Disneyland. But I thought when you create a Disneylander, as part of the creation process, you'd have to choose one of the keys of customer service for them. So if you choose the safety key for them, that means they're going to be more of a defensive character. So they're going to be harder to, obviously,
I got it.
You know what defense is.
Thank you, yeah.
Cool. If you choose the courtesy key, they're going to be slow to, give people courtesy. But they're going to be strong.
Okay.
Because otherwise they're just slow. That's terrible. If you pick the show key, then everything's going to have a little flair to it. It's going to look visually impressive. If you pick the efficiency key, you're going to be very efficient. You're going to be very fast characters. And inclusion, this is going to be inclusive of all the keys. You're going to be just a more well-balanced character.
Can you pick all 5 keys?
Nope, only one. If you want a little bit of everything, you're going to need the inclusion key. So basically, if you can't decide, pick inclusion. For their stage, I've taken a leaf out of the Poker Float stage, which I'm very sad is not in Ultimate, to be honest. The stage is going to start, we're in Main Street. We're just chilling on the floor of Main Street. There's crowds gathered. Maybe a parade is about to happen. Then the first float comes through, stops there for a little bit. We have to jump onto the float. We're fighting on the float. Then it moves on. We got to jump off the float, otherwise we're going to get carried off. Then a new float comes on. So it's constantly changing. Each float is going to maybe represent a different movie or a different thing. Basically, what you're seeing on screen right now, the different floats from the different movies. And maybe the Main Street Electrical Parade could be a completely separate stage, or maybe this could just be when it becomes nighttime, we start getting the lights out.
That's cool.
And if we really wanted to, they could update this stage often. They can add more floats in there. Maybe you've downloaded the Tokyo DLC content, then maybe one of the Tokyo floats will now appear in the stage at random. Is that not a really cool idea for a stage?
Yeah, this is good.
And we could even reference some really old, raggedy floats if we wanted to. Final Smash! This character is really representing all of Disneyland. So I thought, what is something in Disneyland that we really need to represent with their Final Smash? It's got to be some rides. I couldn't pick just one ride, so I've gone with 3 different alternative Final Smashes you could have. Either you choose these or they appear at random, not sure. First ride we're going to reference is Space Mountain. So any characters you catch get strapped into Space Mountain and get shot out of a cannon, just like how Space Mountain is in Paris. The second option is Splash Mountain. Any characters you catch get strapped into a Splash Mountain and sent down the big waterfall. And the third one, we've had Space Mountain, we've had Splash Mountain. What's the third mountain we're gonna go for?
Pick Thunder Mountain.
And any characters you catch get strapped into a runaway train and sent into a mine filled with TNT dynamite. Kaboom! And that, my friend, is the Disneylander extraordinary character of the century that everyone's gonna be wanting to download extra content for. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's good.
I think I explained it really badly.
I think I've been sat here for half an hour listening to you explain it badly.
But hopefully it's been edited down to a concise 8 minutes. I'm sorry for it.
People judge me from how I'm sat here, but they don't understand just what I have to go through.
I waffle a lot.
Palutena?
Oh, I'm not here to save you, Pete. I'm here for a little, divine intervention.
Moving on to Palutena. Palutena is the goddess of light and the rightful ruler of Angel Land from the Kid Icarus game series. In the Kid Icarus games, she does everything in her power to support Pit, although she never physically aids him on the battle. She wields a staff and has long flowing green hair.
She's sick. She's got like a laser thing, right?
Honestly, I struggle to play as her because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, no, I've played with her
and
before.
I get confused.
No, she's good.
So lots of people suggested the Blue Fairy and the Fairy Godmother, which I think are very good suggestions, as they are both helping the protagonist, but not like literally, do you know what I mean? Which mimics how Palutena is in the Kid Icarus series. We had a few suggestions for Tinkerbell.
People with wings, basically.
Wings, magic, you get it. We had suggestions for Tafiti.
Yeah,
we're thinking green hair, also like mystical, like goddess kind of thing.
Yeah.
The one problem could be...
She's a giant.
This is Moana on her hand.
Yeah.
Maybe she could be a stage. I don't know. The Spring Sprite, the goddess of spring from Fantasia 2000, who's already been suggested for another character as well. So clearly, minds are thinking alike. Staying on the god theme, we've got Zeus and also Hades, which I'm understanding we're sticking with the gods, etc. One of my favorite suggestions, this will always be a good suggestion to me, Kida. And I mean, she's got the staff, she's got the attitude. She would be a sick character.
Image of her.
But obviously, I didn't go for any of those, but I did go for a character that was suggested a lot.
Okay.
I wonder if you can guess the connection people made from Palutena to this character, but people suggested, and I've gone with Rapunzel. I think it's just she's got really long hair. But out of all of those characters suggested, I thought, do you know what? Rapunzel is the most iconic. And yes, we need to make sure they are replacing the characters in a good way. But also, we need to make sure that this roster has some heavy hitter, big characters in there that are going to get people to want to play. And I think Rapunzel is one of those characters that kind of needs and deserves to be in the game.
Are we not replacing the characters with what they're similar to?
But we're also trying to make the best Disney characters. Smash game there could be.
I just don't see it. I'm so sorry. You can hate me in the comments, but this is a terrible suggestion. And you know what? I'm kind of sick of the terrible suggestions. I sit here so long, and sometimes I'm just like, we go through all this speech about, and so this character is this, and then you just hit me with a dead character.
Do you know what's crazy is Rapunzel was definitely the most requested character for Palutena, but I could not find a single reason that anyone put. Anyone who recommended her just put Palutena, Rapunzel. All the other characters, they had interesting suggestions, but some of the ones that just went through, maybe one person suggested, which sometimes is enough. Sometimes I go with characters that no one suggests, but hey, maybe I'm biased. I decided I wanted Rapunzel in the game. Okay, whether you think this is a good choice or not, let's talk about her moveset. We've got a frying pan, of course. She could not be in there without her frying pan. We've got her hair whip. Her hair is going to get a lot of play, long range character. She can also do cartwheels into people, which is going to hurt them. She can also use her hair to sort of swing into people. She can do a spinning kick when she dances. Also, what is her hair most used for? Healing powers. She could like wrap herself in hair, but obviously while she's healing, she's vulnerable to attack.
Can somebody else use her hair against her?
Maybe in like team against her.
Yeah.
Oh, in what way?
Like they can heal themselves.
Oh, right. I was thinking maybe in like
they
team.
Could just like choke her out.
I'm going to say no to that one. She could grab people with hair. You can swing people around when she's grabbed people with her hair.
You can grab her by the hair and swing her around. She's kind of a weak character.
You're just making her, you're adding things in to make her weak.
She's got a weakness. She's just got a massive tail, basically.
No, but you see how she's holding it? She's keeping it with her at all times and she's going, fa-chow! And her recovery, she's going to grab onto one of the floating lanterns and it's going to bring her back onto the stage.
Nice.
Onto her costumes. We've got classic Rapunzel. For all her other costumes, I decided to base them on other characters in the Tangled universe. So Ed, any guesses?
This is Ryder. Flynn Ryder.
Okay, Bond James Bond. Yes, it is Ryder, Flynn Ryder. What we got going on here?
Mother Gothel. Gothel Muffle.
Gothel Muffle. There she is.
Ooh, Magnus.
So close.
Maximus.
Yeah, that's it. Maximus. Maximus.
The little green thing.
His name
is
Pascal. His name is Pascal.
Yeah.
And if we really wanted to reference another form of Pascal, we could reference Pascal when he's wearing the dress with this amazing look here.
Oh, she looks like Elphaba.
Yeah.
This is like a mix of Elphaba and Galinda.
I've moved on to the series now, so this character is Cassandra, and then our final character.
The animation.
Our final character is Varian.
Are they non-binary?
I think it's a boy.
Cool hair.
And for the final costume, her pajamas from Wreck-It Ralph 2, because that's what we've done with most of the other princesses so far in the game. Okay, Rapunzel's stage. I had a few different ideas for this one. One was the really obvious one, I guess, is Rapunzel's tower. You could be fighting outside, the tower's in the middle, dividing the two parts of the stage. Another option is a snuggly duckling, like fighting on the tables inside the pub kind of thing. Beer being thrown around.
Pool table.
Like there's a bit of a riot going on. The tables can break as well.
Yeah. Maybe the room starts to spin as the more drunk they get in the bar.
So it starts off like quite a calm stage and then it gets rowdy and rowdy as it goes on. Okay, I like that. And then I thought of a location from Tangled that might not be your first thought, but would create a sick stage, presenting the Dam. Did you say damn? Yes, I said damn. My idea is we've got a larger platform to the right over here. We've got a smaller platform to the left. There's a little gap in the middle. Then we got this water wheel there. Water's coming down. Maybe every now and again it sort of splashes.
The water wheel brings water down.
Yeah.
Wow.
And every now and again, maybe it comes through and it like sweeps all the items away or something like that. But we've also got these supports for the dam. Now, if you break these, bits of the dam are gonna fall down, and maybe when it all comes down, the water comes gushing and can blast sort of everyone up off the stage if their percentage is high enough.
Do you break it or does it just break over time?
I was thinking there could be a system where you smash a bit on the left of the stage and maybe a bit on the right of the stage breaks so you can knock other people off kind of with it. Or maybe it just deteriorates over the course of the battle and then the water sweeps everyone away if your damage is really high. So out of those three options, the tower, the Snuggly Duckling Tavern, or this dam concept, which one do you think you'd want to play on?
I think Snuggly Duckling. I just think it's different to anything else I've seen in the game.
Oh, do you know, I was thinking the dam because I think it's different to anything else I've seen in the game. Like, we've got a few other indoor stages maybe.
Like, who's in a pub?
Yeah, this is true.
You decide, it's your game.
I'm going to go with the dam, but I think the Snuggly Duckling is a very good idea as well. For Rapunzel's final smash, I'm actually looking to the TV series. It's called Rapunzel's Final Incantation. So she'll rise up, her hair will be flowing. She looks a little bit possessed, which, you know, I'm into. And basically massive shockwaves are going to come out of her and people are going to go like, ah! I just like that her eyes glow like, ping.
Does that not look a bit like Elsa?
It doesn't look like Elsa, but she's got ice powers, sure.
Isn't Tangled known for being in the same world as Elsa?
As Frozen, yeah. Yeah,
so
like she goes to Elsa's coronation.
Like what? Why is no one talking about that?
Well, they're very different characters.
Yeah, but maybe it's the same character, but she just...
Oh, maybe they just both got ice powers. If they're in the same universe, it's not the wildest thing to... I'll also level with you.
There's more than one person that has ice powers.
Well, clearly Elsa and then this person.
Nah, that's Elsa.
Let it go. You'll never see me cry.
Here's the characters we've had so far. Is Powerline still your main at the moment?
Yeah.
For me, Perry the Platypus and the Disneylanders are right up there. I think I would have a lot of fun making the Disneylanders, but at the end of the day...
It's effort.
No, not effort. I'd enjoy doing it. But at the end of the day, I think Powerline is still going to be my number one. Damn, we started too strong!
Let us know who you'd pick at this point.
Hey.
Let's get right to introductions. This here is Dark Pit. He'll be your escort out of this life.
Okay, our next character is Dark Pit from the Kid Icarus series. So this is another Echo Fighter. He was an Echo Fighter of Pit. So an Echo character is basically, back in the day we used to call them clones. It's like...
Who did?
The Smash Bros community, do you know what I mean? Like how you had Mario and Dr. Mario. It's basically the same character, but it's a bit of a skin change and a few different moves are changed.
Yeah.
So it's like a character that is based on another character. It's called an Echo character. So most of the people's suggestions were like, oh, it's Dark Pit. Let's look at some of the darker characters.
Really?
So we had people suggesting Frollo, some of the Gargoyles from the TV show Gargoyles, Syndrome, Zurg, and also some people thought...
Pit's got wings.
He has got wings.
We need someone who's got wings.
Interesting. How many Disney characters have wings?
Dumbo.
So Dumbo is Pit.
So Dumbo is Pit.
Yes.
Who's going to be Dark Pit?
That's what we're working out now.
Is it not just Dumbo, but like dark?
Well, some people suggested the gossipy elephants from Dumbo, which I love how obscure the choice is, but we're going to go with someone a little more iconic for this one.
They got wings.
They do not have wings. However, the Kid Icarus games, which Dark Pit is from, it explores Greek mythology. They go into the underworld at one point, and they do meet a character.
Hades.
They meet a character called Hades.
Hades! Hades! Hades!
Dark Pit is Hades. What do you think?
I don't think that's a good connection.
Okay, so when we did Pit, people were mad because I just focused on the flying aspect of Pit and I chose Dumbo, and they were like, it should have been Hercules. Now I've gone with the Greek mythology, and you're like, yeah, but they should just be flying. So, you know, like, help a brother out. Let's have a look at his moves. So generally, as a character, it makes sense that Hades has good long-range attacks, but he doesn't have any kicks at all because he doesn't seem to have any legs. So his main moveset is going to be revolving around flames, so he can shoot fireballs. He also obviously has flames coming out of his head, so he can shoot flames directly upwards. And I was thinking whatever button you use for that, it can be like a charge attack. So you can press it once and it's like a little flame, but the more you charge it, it's gonna be a big flame coming out your head and coming out his arms, like when he gets really angry. Flames everywhere. He's also got a move I've called Smoky Arm Grab. So basically, when he grabs people, his arms kind of turn to smoke in the movie, and he can like reach all the way across to the other side and sort of like grab someone and pull them in slowly and alluringly. He can also conjure things up with smoke. Now, I haven't really thought about a move for this, but he does it in the movie, so... Some other things he uses in the movie, the mortal potion or the poison potion that he gives to Pain and Panic to give to Hercules drains him of all his godlike strength. So I thought maybe he could throw the potion like a bomb and poison smoke comes out.
Right.
Also, he has telekinesis. So
since when?
At one point in the movie, he picks up a massive barbell using telekinesis and throws it at Herc. So I thought he could, like, using his telekinesis when he picks up items, he's not actually using his hands, he's like using his mind powers. And even when he grabs someone, maybe he could like pick people up with his mind powers and shake them like a doll.
I tried to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers and shook me like a doll.
It's true! I saw the whole thing!
See, people have telekinesis.
Yeah, in real life, yeah.
Do you think they could just lift themselves off the floor?
Ooh, interesting thought.
When you have telekinesis, which is a real thing, by the way, they don't ever fly. Wait, there's videos like that, people trying to do telekinesis.
Trying or succeeding?
Well, that's up for debate.
I don't know if it is, bro.
Look it up.
And his recovery is just a teleport.
Can he teleport?
Bro, you need to rewatch Hercules.
He can teleport.
He can literally appear from boom, boom.
Wow. Wow.
Man, like Hades, strong character. Okay, let's have a look at Hades' costume alternatives. Obviously, costume 1 is just the getup that he wears for the entire movie. So I've decided to base Hades' costume alternatives on the other Greek gods that live in Mount Olympus. So let's play a game.
Who's that meant to be?
Guess which Greek god I've picked.
Oh, the Greek gods.
To help you out, I'm going to give you a little clue for each god. This is the god of the sky, also known as the king of Olympus. Okay, if you're not going to get this one, you're going to get none of them. It's Zeus, baby!
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You think that's good? You think it's good? You think it's good? Tell me it's good.
It's really good.
Thank you! Next one. Okay, this is the god of messengers. We've got Hermes. Okay, next. He's the god of the seas. Introducing... You're not even going to try and guess.
Give me a letter.
P.
Oh, Poseidon.
Poseidon, baby! Next, we've got the god of the sun, Apollo. Can I say, I feel like this is my favourite design for all of the Greek gods.
Yeah, it's cool.
He looks like a badass, right?
Yeah, he does.
The colour combo is cool. Doesn't look quite as good on Hades, but we move. Next, we've got the Queen of Gods. She's also the goddess of marriage. Also, Hercules' mum. We've got Hera. Fun fact about Hera, in Greek mythology, she was both Zeus's wife and sister.
Sorry?
Also, she was Herc's stepmom, and she tried to kill him several times. So, you know, sometimes being 100% faithful to the source material, a good Disney movie does not make. Moving on, you're never gonna get this one. This is the god of harvest and agriculture, and also she's the mother to Persephone. You know Persephone.
Oh, from Hades Town.
It's like all connected, isn't it?
Oh, Hades. Right.
We've got Demeter. Demeter? Demeter. Take your pick.
Demeter?
Demeter. Last one, we've got the god of war.
Ares.
We got Ares, baby.
God of war.
Yeah, man. And for his stage, I've gone with River Styx in the underworld. So basically, it's the river of souls that if you go in, you like start dying kind of thing. But my idea for this is the layout. We've got some steps going up to his office. I don't know what to call it, his evil lair on the left. And then on the right, we could have a bridge going over the river. Now the bridge can get knocked down by maybe there's some like titans in the background or something, so it's like a bit of a stage hazard, and then Pain and Panic come across in a little boat and they jump out and they fix the bridge and off they pop until it gets like broken down again. A little bit like the Pikmin garden stage, when like a big crab comes and then little Pikmin come and fix the thing. Pain and Panic are like the little Pikmin. So I thought for his final smash, Hades could jump on top of Cerberus in the same way as Hercules does in the actual movie. And what he could do is he's in the background on top of Cerberus, and you can aim on the stage and throw stakes onto the stage, and then one of the dog's 3 heads are gonna bite the stake. And if your player gets in the way, then ouchie wouchie. And that's Hades! What do you think?
Yeah, it's alright. It's a good character.
Okay, well, I deserve that.
Do you know how many characters we've done in the whole Smash Bros series up to this point?
Ooh, you're asking me, so I'm guessing it's like a number.
Oh no, I just seen the number written down. I thought,
oh,
damn, we've done that many?
I'd say maybe 50 odd.
This is character number 55, Pac-Man.
That's wild.
One of the oldest characters in the game, Pac-Man debuted in arcades in 1980. He has a very simple design with a big mouth and is known for eating a lot.
It's a bit like your mum.
What the? One of the suggestions we got was for Mr. Potato Head. I can see what they're thinking. It's basically just a ball with like arms and legs, just like how Pac-Man is. We've got Remy from Ratatouille. They are both fast and like to eat a lot. You can't deny the facts. Felix the Cat, do you know who this is?
No.
He's one of the original cartoon stars of like the 1920s. Before Mickey Mouse was a thing, Felix the Cat was a thing. He's not Disney though, so he's not involved in this game, but it's a cool suggestion. I think that is a good replacement in terms of history for Pac-Man. Like, is Pac-Man still relevant today?
Yeah.
I like that you think that.
What is that?
That's my question as well. This is Toodles from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I can see why they're saying it. It's like just the shape is round, but honestly,
that's the whole character.
This is a horrible character design.
Oh, it's in the Mickey Mouse shape.
I never watched Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I don't actually know who this guy is, but maybe he should be in the game. Let me know. They've said 22 from Soul. I think it's something to do with ghosts, how Pac-Man gets chased by ghosts, and also Soul. Is it their ghosts kind of thing going to heaven? I don't know. There's some parallels there we can play with.
Nice.
Why do you think this one's nice?
I've just not seen anyone talk about this movie or characters.
And Mike Wazowski was maybe one of the most, if not the most popular suggestion. Now, he is actually currently in the game already as part of Sully's moveset.
Right.
So he doesn't have his own character slot, but Sully has a move where he basically uses Mike Wazowski as a bowling ball and just rolls him across. So technically he's in the game, but maybe he deserves his own character slot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He does.
But the
I'll tell you what, if you hit me with a dead character now after giving me Mike, I'm gonna be fuming.
Whether you think this is a dead character or not, all relies on how much you appreciate Disney history. I'm hitting you with an underrated character. One that we actually just reacted to the movie on our channel. They are both small.
Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
They are both small with big mouths, and their legacy deserves to live on. I'm giving you J. Thaddeus Toad Esquire.
Okay.
Is it a like for like? Not necessarily, but we can wangle this to get Mr. Toad in the game.
Well, why? How have you connected this?
If we're being honest about Pac-Man, there's not that much lore to go on. He just keeps on going. Do you know who also keeps on going? Mr. Toad, when he's got one of his manias and he's trying to go in a car, there's nothing stopping him. He's just driving forwards, just like Pac-Man. Never stops. Just
If you want to check out our movie reaction to Ichabod and Mr. Toad, then feel free to do so.
Sick movie.
That's why I'm sat here, just to push out other videos.
Let's have a chat about Mr. Toad's moveset. So you've just watched this movie, it should be fresh for you. Let's jump into it. So he can throw paper planes like he does in Toad Hall when he's trying to get the deed from the weasels. When Mr. Toad gets arrested, he's got a ball and chain attached to him, and I think we can use that to our advantage. Maybe he could drop it on people, like below him.
Maybe he does like a Kirby thing. If he jumps, then he can like release the ball, which brings him back down on top of people, which hits them.
I like it, Edis. That's good. And he can also throw it at people as well. And I thought maybe he throws it and it's kind of like a little dash attack. Like as he throws the ball, he gets sent flying into someone as well.
Okay, stupid, but great.
Skipping. There's a bit where he skips on top of Cyril, the horse. He can skip at people. Ow. You whipped me with your skipping rope, you know?
Oh, he was acting.
There's a bit where he gets motor mania when he's just seen the automobile for the first time, and he's going like, and he's like bumping up and down, and they have to take him back to Toad Hall. So he's just gonna like bum chum people like that. At one point, he gets a shotgun when they're in the boat, and he goes, "I'll pop them off." Shoots, so he can just whip out a shotgun. That's a move I did not expect Mr. Toad to have.
That shotgun has to be like
teeny tiny,
Toad size. I think a shotgun's like.
Yeah, who's making tiny Toad-sized shotguns in this universe? He's also got, you know, the things that go like, they're called fire bellows, and I thought he could use that to like suck up items from further away, or maybe draw in opponents closer into him. A little bit like Kirby's suck.
Very similar to Kirby.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have made him Kirby.
We've got 2 similarities so far. Very nice. And for his recovery, I thought he could get on the paper plane himself and just and get back onto the stage that way.
Is he not going to have a car or a horse?
Just you wait for the final smash, brother. Just you wait.
Can you not go into drag at some point?
Sounds like you want to get ready for his costume, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So his first costume is obviously his most standard outfit. For most of his other costumes, I decided to reference other underrated, maybe forgotten characters from the package era of Disney movies. That's Disney movies in the 1940s to 50s.
How many people do you reckon have actually watched Disney package movies in this comments?
Probably not that many. We'll find out how many of these characters do you know.
Are you proud that I know these characters now?
I don't know if it's a source of pride or if it's just a source of we sat down and watched all of them for the channel for reactions. Can you remember any of the characters? Who do you think this is referencing?
Ichabod.
Ding, ding, ding. That was an easy first one. They share a movie. They might get a little bit harder from here.
Oh, he's got a pan on his head.
He's got a pan on his head. He's wearing red. What is it that Ed has said?
Can I get a clue?
The brother liked apples. We got Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, I see it.
From the same movie, I do believe. His wifey for Not So Lifey had a big, big bum bum.
Oh, the one that flew to the moon.
What was his name though?
Not a clue.
Pecos Bill. The guy likes playing baseball.
Yeah,
We've got Casey at the bats.
Nice. Apu?
Did you mean to say Abu, or are you talking about Apu from The Simpsons?
You can't combine the two.
Think circus.
Yeah.
Think Fun and Fancy Free.
Thingy the bear.
He's a little bear. His name is Bongo.
Bongo. What a guy.
This one you should get.
Johnny Fedora.
When I was making these, I realised that...
What a song.
What a song. But also the shape of a fedora is literally just the shape of his head. So in this costume, Mr. Toad can't actually see. He's relying on Johnny Fedora to lead him around.
Right, it's like a hybrid.
Yeah. And for his final costume, yes, I put him in drag to reference his prison escape. For his stage, I thought we need to go to Toad Hall, right? It's one of the most iconic places in all of Disney films. Even if you haven't seen Wind of the Willows, you know about Toad Hall.
In all of Disney films?
Well, if you go to the Disney parks, you can literally get your food at Toad Hall.
Huh.
My idea is we've got 2 different levels. We've got the little balcony at the top and we've got the bottom. And then there's going to be a staircase diagonally that sort of links the two.
Diagonally.
Nice, Harry Potter. So we've kind of got 2 levels, but also a little 3rd level, which is like the staircase.
Nice.
Simples. Oh, and then the weasels are like causing mayhem in the background. They're all fighting or sleeping or getting drunk. I don't know. Take your pick. Okay, final smash time. I've named Mr. Toad's final smash Merrily Mania. In the movie, he gets different manias. One of his first ones is for automobiles, for cars. 2 options. Either it's a cutscene, a little bit like the F-Zero final smash, where Mr. Toad's driving his car, Cyril Proudbottom, his horse mate, is like sitting in the back, and they just like run you over. Or the car appears on the stage, and you get to control it and drive around, driving into people. What would you prefer? A quick hit and smash, or a little bit of like play?
A bit more play. I hate when they're just like automatic.
Yeah, they're much more like that these days. Like back on the Wii, it used to be more
control where it hits.
Yeah.
I hate when it's just like cutscene.
Nice one. So that's his final smash, driving around in his automobile. Maybe some of the young people these days didn't really know Pac-Man when he got introduced to Smash. Maybe people don't know about Toad, and this could be his introduction back into the fandom.
He's just called Toad.
His full name is J. Thaddeus Toad Esquire.
So we just call him J.
Oh, down with the kids. You're thinking a rebrand for him.
Or Thaddeus.
Thaddeus is a sick name. Yeah. I say it once, I say it again.
Thaddeus.
So what do you think of Thad?
It's one of the strong ones this game so far, I think.
Nice.
I like his moveset.
Yeah. Okay, let's go!
I, Toad, afraid of the police?
Open up! Open up, I say!
The police!
Oh?
What is this power?
Our next character is Lucina, who's actually an echo character of Marth. They're both from the Fire Emblem franchise, and some of your suggestions reflected the fact that she is an echo character. So, because Marth was Captain Jack Sparrow, quite a few of the suggestions kept it along the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. So we had suggestions for Elizabeth Swan, Anna Maria.
That's a dead character.
I mean, we're looking at females in Pirates of the Caribbean.
She has that one line.
And also Angelica, who I think is in Pirates 4. We had lots of suggestions for Raya.
Yeah, I like that.
Also, a couple of suggestions for Mary Poppins. Just replace Lucina's sword with an umbrella.
Okay.
And also Kida from Atlantis.
Okay.
A great suggestion. Okay, so I've gone with a strong female Pixar character. A sword may not be her main weapon, but she does use a sword in the movie. We're going with Merida from Brave. If we're looking at just an epic fighting character, Merida is the pick for me. Let's have a little think about Merida's moveset. Her moves are gonna revolve around her bow and arrow a lot. So her main move are arrows. So if you press the button quickly, you can shoot out quick arrows, or if you hold on, she's gonna pull her bow back even further, and they're gonna shoot further and harder for bigger damage.
I always shoot further and harder for bigger damage.
We're 1 minute into the video. A couple of other things she uses in the film. She has a sword at one point. She throws a chair at one point. Use the chair. Her up B, she just fires an arrow that's on a little rope, and she pulls herself up. Maybe
it's called a grapple hook.
Yeah, like a grappling hook kind of thing. Also, a big part of the movie are the Will-O'-the-Wisps. They're these little blue floating things that she follows so that they guide her in the movie. So I thought maybe her side B could be some Will-O'-the-Wisps go out, and then she follows them, and as she goes, obviously damages anyone in her way. Right. And if you hold it, again, with the arrows, the Will-O'-the-Wisp will go further, and then she'll go even further and potentially take out even more people. Maybe she's sliding along the stage.
Right.
To get the Will-O'-the-Wisp.
Yeah, she could do that off the platform as well, right? So
and then just jump back onto the stage.
If you're a skilled player,
you'd
be able to use it. Oh, that's so rage when you're playing online and people just attacking you while you're trying to jump back on.
We are okay at Smash Bros, but what we're not good at is fighting in the air. That's another level.
That's next level.
Because as soon as I go in the air, I just end up pressing the wrong button and going, hoo, and killing myself.
Literally just jumping.
It's when they chase you off the stage and then they just spike you down.
Yeah, that's mad.
We might see a good edge guard coming out of Zao. Zao's gonna have to go into crunch time right here.
Her normal outfit is just her normal outfit. There she is, lovely emerald green.
Can you have a normal outfit?
When you wear one outfit for the entire movie, probably. The only time she mixes it up a little bit is when she puts this lovely little hood on. But then for the rest of them, I've gone with a theme. Believe it or not, Brave was the 13th Pixar movie. However, it was the first Pixar movie with a female lead.
The first?
So they did 12 movies in a row with male leading characters, and then Brave was the first one with a female lead. So I based her costume alternatives on strong female characters in Pixar movies who deserve more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's a fun game for you all. Name that Pixar female boss lady.
I don't know.
It's from the movie Luca. You have Julia.
Oh, nice. She's great.
Right? And also another redhead, so I thought I'd put her
Love
first.
her.
Next.
Mother Gothel.
That's who it gives me vibes of, but obviously that's not a Pixar character.
Oh yeah.
Mama Imelda from Coco. I'll be honest, I think this one's my weakest one. Colette from Ratatouille.
I forgot about Ratatouille.
How could you forget about Ratatouille? This one you're never gonna get. It's the second Pixar movie ever. A Bug's Life, got Princess Atta.
Oh, nice. I like that. I need to watch that film again.
You should get this one, I feel like.
Is it Toy Story?
Yes.
It's Little Bo Peep.
We've got Bo Peep, specifically from Toy Story 4, because that's when she actually became the boss lady that she is today.
Terrible mood.
Oh, and then for her final costume alternative, I've gone with her PJs, a little casual look from Wreck-It Ralph 2. And for Merida Stage, I've gone with the Ring of Standing Stones. So basically, this is a very important location for Merida in the movie Brave. And there's this really cool shot that kind of goes all the way around the stones. So it's like spinning round. And I thought we could implement that into the stage. stage. So it's just a flat stage and you see these standing stones all the way around the edge in a circle. And I thought it could be slowly rotating like the angle. So our camera's slowly rotating. And as it does, these standing stones, they're gonna go from the background and turn around. So at some point they're gonna get to the sides of the stage. And when they're at the sides of the stage, if you try and knock someone off, they're gonna get hit into the stone and bounce back. So you have to like time when you're gonna like KO people, because otherwise you might do like a massive hit, but actually they're not gonna go anywhere because they're gonna hit the stone and come back. So you have to time your KOs to when the stones aren't in the way.
Can you break the stones?
Maybe. I think this concept of sometimes the sides are blocked and sometimes they're not, I think that's quite a cool concept. So our final smash, she's gonna jump on her horse Angus, she's gonna ride with her arrows and she's gonna fire one arrow. That arrow is gonna hit a piece of string that's attached to a catapult. So in the catapult is gonna be all of the characters that you caught in your final smash, and as the arrow hits the string, it's gonna get released and they're gonna go boom, flying through the air. And that's Merida! I'll be fighting for my own hand.
I knew that. That's the only line I know.
He's not even fighting. I'll be shooting for my own hand. It's something like that.
I'll be shooting for my own hand.
We just added Hades, Mr. Toad, and Merida into the game. What is this saying for your main? Still Powerline. Okay, I think it's going to be Powerline maybe forever. Should we start doing like a top 3? Who's your top 3 at the moment?
Okay. Probably Powerline, Hades, and Asha.
Asha, okay. How did she get into your top 3?
I think
that's a bit of a sneak, no?
Yeah. I was thinking about the one, but actually I'm looking at Chicken Little or Tron. Chicken Little.
Nice. I think I'm going for Powerline. Mr. Toad, maybe in second place, and then either Chicken Little or the Disneylanders.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Chicken Little. Powerline, Mr. Toad, Chicken Little, they're my top 3 at the moment.
It's going to be all right.
Character number 56.
Time to tip the scale.
Robin from Fire Emblem. Robin first appeared in 2012 as the playable avatar in Fire Emblem Awakening. In Smash 4, they have a unique playstyle using both magic and sword-based attacks. The magic comes from the tome, the book that they hold in one hand, and takes the form of fire, thunder, wind, and darkness. So it's a sick character, it's not just sword fighting, there's magic involved as well.
This one that has the bar at the side.
Yeah, so the magic can only be used a certain amount. It's a cool character.
You've played with him before, haven't you?
I am a bit of a fan of Robin, I have to say. Suggestion-wise, we've got Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6. I'm guessing the reason for this one is Honey Lemon has those like balls that could be like magic, like Robin.
Her legs are incredible. Look at the size of that right leg. Do you think if she extends that other leg out, it'd be the same length?
It doesn't look like it, does it? It looks like she's got one little gammy leg in this picture.
Can you say that?
Perspective. We've got Roxas from
Keyblade guy.
Kingdom Hearts. He started in Kingdom Hearts 2. Basically, Kingdom Hearts, they have Keyblades, which could replace the sword, but they also can wield magic as well. So I'm seeing the similarities with Robin. You're gonna like this one, bro. Percy Jackson.
Ooh, from the TV series.
Actually got suggested a few times, and I know what you're thinking.
Must be recently though, right?
Oh, but if he only just got acquired by Disney, he doesn't get into the game because of my rules. However, we got a comment here that says Disney has a publishing division, and they were the first people, Hyperion Books, to publish the Percy Jackson series. Wow. So technically, has Percy Jackson been a part of Disney this whole time?
What happened to your voice there?
It was full of flavour and love for Percy Jackson.
Underrated movie.
Underrated movie, and also this is one of my first thoughts for Robin, Ian Lightfoot from Onward, and for a long time he was my #1 pick for Robin, but obviously these videos take me a while to make, and during the process I started seeing suggestions for a different character that has actually beaten out Ian for this part.
Oh, poor Ian.
But let's just give some props to Ian.
Can we talk
He's got magic, he's got a staff, it's a sick concept for Robin.
Talk about why his name's Ian.
What should he be called? Duncan, Jeff, Zanzibar.
So is it a recent thing then someone's suggested?
It is one of the more modern characters in this game. It's one that I had never seen before, but I got so many suggestions for this character to be a replacement for different characters, but especially Robin, that I thought, do you know what? I need to check out this series just to see what all the fuss is about. I watched it, and she's made the game.
What's it called again?
We've got Lucina from Owl House. She looks great, right? So let me talk to you a little bit about Lucina is the main character from Owl House. She's a human that stumbles upon a portal that takes her to the demon realm known as the Boiling Isles. She tries to become a witch, but she has no powers of her own, so she draws glyphs onto paper instead. So basically, she gets paper, she draws these symbols onto it, and the magic comes from there. So just like how Robin has a book where the magic is coming from, the tome, she also uses paper to create magic. She also uses a staff that could be like she hits people with, like the sword. It's such a like for like. This one was a no-brainer for me. And I think it's got a big fan base as well, Owl House. So hopefully this choice is making a lot of people happy.
Her name's Lucy.
And then the L-U-Z.
Luz.
Yeah, but they say it loose.
They don't say loose.
Do you know what? I'm not like Mexican. I don't know.
She's Mexican.
She's like Latin.
Right. Why did you do that when you said Latin?
Because like, ooh la la. So the glyphs that she uses, so this is like her magic powers. She's got ice. Sharp spikes of ice will come up from the stage. Her plant glyphs will make a vine whip and also a grab, like coming out from her. She's got fire touch. It will ignite when she touches another player.
She can set people on fire.
She's powerful.
This is a kids' TV show.
You tell me. She's also got fireball, which is like a projectile. She has invisibility. So in the series, when she goes invisible, she has to hold her breath to stay invisible, and then when she breathes, she's like seen again.
That's cool.
And I thought we could implement that maybe. Once you go invisible, maybe you have to hold down a button, and when you let go of the button, then you're seen again. And it will have like a timer on it as well, so you can't just spend the whole game just like being invisible.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah, but we've got that in place because I know what you're like. Her recovery, Albert, comes, not Albert, Owlbert. There's lots of owl puns in this show.
Because he's an owl.
It's an owl, but it's on a stick. Basically, witches and wizards in this world, I think they're all called witches actually. Witches in this world have staffs with like talismans on top. Ida, another character, this is irrelevant. I don't explain that. Albert comes and she can use him as her recovery. So her costumes, they're gonna reference different characters from Owl House. So the first one is just 14-year-old Luce. So this one is her school uniform. So this is Hexside Luce. So then I've changed up her school uniform to represent Ida, who is the title character, the Owl Lady. This one is for Willow. Then this character is going to be Gus. Then this one is Amity. What's a shame is I'm really whizzing through these, but these took me some time, and I think actually the way I've changed up the colours, I know it's just their school uniform, but I think it's very clever.
How long does it take to do these?
Actually, these ones real easy because it's just a simple colour swap for the different characters' hair and uniform, basically.
Wait, that's a Pokemon.
It does kind of look like a Pokemon. So this is King, and I thought let's just get his skull and she could wear it as a mask. And then for her final costume, I thought we could reference her hero that she reads about in the books, Azura the Good Witch. This image of Luce as the Good Witch, Azura, it's so perfect for Robin because it is fan art, and I'm guessing they're literally referencing Robin, but it looks sick. Which makes me think, if you're good at fan art or just art in general, and you maybe want to make some costumes for the next Smash Bros game,
that's a good idea.
Maybe we can collaborate, you know what I'm saying? So one idea for her costumes is to reference the characters, but she wears so many cool outfits in the show, I thought, let's actually reference that as well. So they have a game at school called Grudgeby, which is remarkably similar to Quidditch, but this is her Grudgeby outfit. This is what she wears to Grom, which is their version of prom. By the end of the whole series, she's, I think, 18 at this point.
She's got a slit in her eyebrow.
Bro, when I tell you, one of the things I really like about this series is when things happen to them, it stays like that. Like, she's got a slit in her eyebrow. There's some other characters that literally by the end of the third season have scars across their like whole face. One character loses an arm. Like, it's intense.
Damn.
But what's great about it is, everything's canon. When it happens, it stays.
That's cool.
Robin in Smash has a male version and a female version, and if we really wanted to replicate that, then maybe the male version could be Hunter, and maybe all of his costumes could reference other villains in the series. So welcome to the Owl House. So the Owl House, we've got obviously a platform at the bottom here. We can stand on the porchway and also the roof up here. And maybe this tower up here could be a platform as well. But something that's really cool about the Boiling Isles is when it rains, the rain is boiling, hence the word Boiling Isles. So when the rain comes down, you'll need to make sure you're not on this top bit, otherwise it's gonna damage you as it hits you, so you need to get below. Also, at certain points, it can grow legs. It grows chicken legs and starts walking around the boiling aisles. And so everything's sort of rocking back and forth as it's going. And we could see key places in the background, maybe like Hexside, the library, the Bonesborough Market, etc. And maybe characters could be in the background. We could see Kikimora flying around on her dragon, maybe Rain Whispers playing their little lutes. And then at some point it will sit back down in its original place. I'm gonna tell you something else crazy. On the door, what does this look like?
An owl.
And his name is Hootie. He actually comes out of the door like a big tube, and he could eat up some of the items and then maybe regurgitate them all in one spot. Maybe if you hit Hootie enough times, he'll come out and he'll whack your opponents for you, which could be quite cool.
Oh, Owl House, and this is the house.
This is the Owl House. And a nice little cool detail I'm gonna throw in, when they're at school, all the school bells, they don't just ding-a-ling, they scream. So at the beginning of the match, when you're in the Owl House, it's gonna go 3, 2, 1.
I've got to get to spelling class.
Cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool. It looks like Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, like the Demon Realm version of. I think it's time for their final smash. So for the final smash, Luce is going to become her Titan form. She can make a magical barrier around herself to dash around at sonic speeds. She also has a sonic shout and crazy strong magic, not reliant just on the glyph. And as she dashes around at sonic speeds, the clues in the title, it's a little bit like Sonic's final smash as well.
Nice.
And that's her final smash. My other option for the final smash is maybe the Owl Beast can come and assist her, but I thought this is actually cooler because it's her transforming into her Titan self. And that is Luce. As someone who's never heard of Luce Lucida or Owl House, what do you think of this inclusion in the game?
Yeah, I think she's good. She seems pretty powerful. That's probably quite accurate to Robin.
I think it's one of the more accurate ones to Robin, in all honesty.
Yeah, what you've done before.
Yes.
Or is there anything else that's been like really, really recommended and you've just been like, nah, don't know that character?
There's someone that always gets recommended called Litning McQueen.
Like, that was really good. I'm impressed. It's me watching you like, what's he trying to say? I was impressed.
It's acting. Ha! Before we move to the next character, I hate to say it, Edis, but we're actually coming near towards the end of the video.
Near towards the end.
There's a few characters left, but if you have a look at our stage select screen, there's still a whole bunch of empty slots, so I think it's time to put some more returning stages in. This time, more ones from the Melee and Brawl games. So, returning, we have the RLS Legacy from Treasure Planet. We've got Big Ben's Clock from Peter Pan. We've got Maleficent's Castle, the Black Pearl, Incan Palace from Emperor's New Groove, Casa Madrigal or Casita, the Ballroom from Beauty and the Beast, Pride Rock, Andy's Room, Scrooge's Money Bin, and the Scare Floor from Monsters Inc. I'll be honest, trying to whittle it down to just a few returning stages was really hard, so I tried to just pick the most iconic places from the previous game, but it's times like this that it really comforts me to remember that this isn't a real game, so it's not really a loss. Our next character is Shulk.
I'm really feeling it!
He is the main character from the RPG Xenoblade Chronicles. First of all, sick name for a game. He wields one of the largest weapons in Smash, but the thing that really sets him apart is his Monado arts. Using this special move, he can change his attributes to adapt to any situation, whether that's increasing his speed, his shield, or his smash attack. He also looks great in swimwear.
I was gonna say, is this the one that gets naked?
Do you know what I mean about the Monado arts?
No.
So you press B and these options come up around him.
Yeah, that's confusing.
And you basically can change like Buster or Smash or Jump, and it changes your character to like super fast and things like that. So some suggestions for Shulk, we had Wasabi from Big Hero 6. They both have brightly colored blades. Along the same kind of thinking, we've got Luke Skywalker, glowing sword with visions of the future. A few suggestions for Tarzan.
Because he's naked?
Yeah, and to be honest, for some people, that's the main thing about Shulk, which we'll see a little theme for now. We got Mowgli for similar reasons, but sure, maybe Mowgli should be in the game. We've also got Dave the Barbarian.
What's he from?
From a cartoon called Dave the Barbarian. And sure, he's just got a lot of flesh on show perhaps, but he's also got a sword. After all of these characters just in their underwear, I started losing hope. And then I saw a comment that changed everything. So in the same way that Shulk has 5 different things that really changes who he is, there's another Disney Pixar character that has 5 different things that really changes who they are as a person. Introducing Riley from Inside Out.
Okay.
The main concept being we're replacing the sort of shield, jump, buster with sadness, joy, anger, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Initial thoughts before I get into sort of details?
I don't like Inside Out.
Okay, thanks for your bravery.
I also need to watch it again because
it is a good movie. Maybe I'm asking a little bit too soon. Shall I explain the moveset first? I'll be honest, Riley was a hard one to come up with any sort of moveset for because Riley is just an ordinary preteen girl, so it was really hard to think of what in her movie could be turned into fighting. But I think I've got a concept. Shulk is a sword wielder, so I thought, what could Riley's equivalent to that be? She loves hockey. She's gonna have a hockey stick. She can whack you with her hockey stick. Also, hockey puck. So long range attack, she can whack a hockey puck at you, which is interesting because a lot of long range attacks are like mid-air. This one's along the ground.
She could fly into the air, like score a goal.
Oh, could do. Maybe even along the ground, if there's items in the way, it's gonna knock other items into things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could
be
work
both.
like that. Yeah. Sticking on the ice skating theme, she could maybe whack out her helmet and whack people with that. She could whack her skates on, so her like side dash could be skating into people. At one point in the movie, she gets brain freeze from drinking a slushie too fast, and I thought, okay, maybe she could have a slushie, she could throw it on people, and it freezes them momentarily. But once you've thrown it, you have to build up your slushie reserve again, because otherwise, you know, people are just gonna be freezing everywhere. Broccoli pizza. She hates broccoli on her pizza. Maybe she could throw some pizza around to make people slip. Also, when she's a kid, she stomps in puddles, so maybe she could replicate that same move, but stomping on people. And then her recovery, Bing Bong Rocket. She could get in that little cart with Bing Bong and shoot up to the moon. Now, the bit that really makes her unique. We're gonna reference this comment that I said changed my life because it's genius. So lots of people suggested Riley, but it was Mary Haddock, this user right here, that really nailed the replacements for the Monado arts to the emotions, so let's just run through them. Shield! They said that sadness would replace shield because when you're sad, you put up walls and shield yourself.
Nice.
Jump! Now for jump, it's gonna be replaced by joy because you're jumping for joy. Buster! Anger is gonna replace Buster. You deal more damage and receive more since you see red and you don't care about consequence.
Yeah, let's go!
Speed! Now for speed, this one is gonna be fear, so you can run away faster. Smash! And disgust is gonna replace smash. You want to repel your disgusting opponent farther away and you're more easily repelled too. And they said that's another one they're proud of. You should be proud of because that is great. I couldn't have done it better myself. So yeah, instead of the Monado arts, Riley's basically you're gonna choose an emotion for her to feel. So maybe when she's angry, you're gonna see a little red surround her just so you know which emotion that she's feeling. I have one more little concept for her moves. So in the movie, joy, sadness, they all look after the memory balls, which are obviously balls with your memories. And each one has a different emotion attached to it. So Riley will throw a ball at someone and obviously it damages them. But if you are feeling one of these emotions when you throw that ball at them, something different's gonna happen. So if you're feeling joy at the moment you throw the ball at someone, then it makes that person jump constantly. So they go out of control, just for a little bit, but it's kind of annoying. If you're feeling sadness when you hit them, then it slows them down a little bit. If you're feeling fear when you throw the memory ball at them, it's gonna poison them slowly, purple. Psst, psst. If you're feeling disgust, then it's gonna send them back in disgust. And the last one is anger. If you throw the memory ball at them and it's a red memory ball, then it's gonna cause instant damage. Now, because some of these literally affect other players, you only get one memory ball per emotion, a little bit like how Banjo-Kazooie only has 5 of those like slides, so
That's
that you
strong.
don't, it is strong, and some of these are going to be strong so you don't overuse them. What do you think? This is a concept I'm not 100% sold on, but I think there's something in there.
Yeah, it's cool, I like it. I was just sat there thinking How can we get this game made?
Honestly,
do we have to knock on like Disney's door?
Thing is, what I'm so scared about, I'll be honest, I feel like if they were to make this game, it just wouldn't be as detailed and as like fan service as I'm making it. So I feel like if they were to make it, I would be disappointed because I've already spent so much time into making what to me would be the best game that what they would make, it just wouldn't live up to the hype, I feel like.
Do we knock on some doors?
And say what?
Say, hey, we've been doing this for the last couple of years.
Can we make it?
Can we be part of the creative process of making this a game?
Hey guys, if you've got an idea of how I can become a game designer, maybe let me know in the comments because, or I don't even want to design, no, designer. Yeah, I don't want to make it, I want to design it. I want to tell other people what should be in my game.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh, so you must have liked that concept then, yeah?
I was thinking it's very thought out. Well, it's just a shame. You want to play it.
Yeah, I do. I do want to play it. Okay, costumes should be quite obvious for Riley. Riley actually has a whole bunch of outfits that she wears in the movie, so I could have just picked a whole bunch of different outfits, but I feel like that's boring. So this is her main outfit that I'm going to use, and then all her other ones are just color swaps to reference different characters. I'm hoping these are going to be fairly obvious. Which character is this?
Joy.
Can you say it a little bit more joyous, please? So we've got blue hair, we got yellow, we got joy. Here we've got
sadness.
We got blue for sadness.
Anger.
Not anger. That sounds like a spell from Kingdom Hearts. We've got anger.
Give me a letter.
D.
Delusion.
Disgust.
Disgust.
And the final one. Oh, this isn't the final one. The final one from like the first movie.
Letter.
F. It's fear. Oh, it wasn't the final one from the first movie because here we've got, he's your imaginary friend, Bing Bong. And then this one, which emotion is this?
Anxiety.
It's not actually come out yet from Inside Out 2. I thought I'd reference anxiety since we've got the trailer.
Why not reference the other ones in Inside Out 2?
Because you only get 8 costumes, which means 1 normal one and then 7 alternatives. Also, when I made these costumes, I didn't actually know who the other emotions were yet in Inside Out 2, so... Onto their stage, I thought it only makes sense. Even though it's a little bit weird for Riley to be fighting inside her own mind, I still chose the headquarters inside Riley's mind. So flat stage, and then the mind workers can come in and build different platforms, how they sort of are always doing maintenance on the brain. And so like another platform can build, and then you fight on it, can fall down, then they come and build another one.
Do they build the stage while you're on the stage?
Yes, so it's always like this, but then the mind workers will build like extra platforms.
As you're fighting?
As you're fighting, and then you can fight on those once they've finished building them. Also, what I thought would be quite cool for this, if something really cool happens in the battle, or maybe if someone dies, it will appear as a new memory, and maybe it will get shown, like projected on the screen behind them.
What does?
A little replay of what just happened.
Okay.
Just, you know, playing with the memories, referencing the movie. Moving on to the final smash. Do you remember in the movie when Bing Bong, Joy and Sadness, they go through the abstract thoughts room and they become slowly more and more simple versions of themselves until they're literally just little 2D shapes.
Right.
Like one's a triangle, one's a star, one's a circle. Riley could turn everyone into her abstract thoughts. So every character will have its own little 2D design. Now they can still move around the stage and do a basic punch, but they basically become very vulnerable to attack from Riley, who's going around causing mischief with her hockey pucks. And that is Riley. We've established you don't like the movie, but what do you think about Riley as a playable character?
Yeah, I think it's really well thought out. I don't think I'd play with her still. I don't like characters that are too overcomplicated. Do you know what I mean? Like Shulk, for instance, I'm just like, there's a lot going on. Like the emotions, the ball throwing, like it's great. I'm sure there's people that love it.
I didn't think Riley would ever get into the game because I thought,
what's she gonna do?
Yeah, what would that do? But yeah, the concept with the emotions, I feel like that's a great match for Shulk and could be quite fun to play with once you've learned the mechanics. So with that in mind, we've got a couple more characters added to our roster. Any of these knocking off Powerline? I'm guessing no. Any of these going into your top 3? I think Luce is coming into my top 3. I think it's Powerline, Mr. Toad, and then Luce is my top 3.
Yeah, I think Powerline, Hades, and my third, I might switch to Luce.
Oh, wow.
So who you just said?
Yeah.
I think she's pretty cool.
Nice. Okay, we've got 2 characters left, and I think it's time for a little bit of an announcement.
That's good.
The announcement is We have a Discord.
I mean, we've had it for a while.
We've just not really known what to do with it. Yeah. So we're going to open it up for everyone to join, and there's going to be a section on there specifically for Smash Bros. So as always, let us know your character suggestions for the next game in the comments below, and then head on over to our Discord if you want to have a little bit of a chit chat with like-minded Disney Smash Bros potential players.
And also, that's where we're going to be able to drop like fan art or like the different stages. If you've got like, oh, I found this really cool image, or I've created this really cool image, or I've drawn it for you, sign it. We might put it in the video.
The world is our oyster. Also, disclaimer, we're still learning about Discord. Can you do all those things on Discord?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll find out together, learning as one. Time for the penultimate character, Bowser Jr.
Penultimate confuses me.
Technically, this is Super Smash Bros. Penultimate because it's the one before Ultimate.
Right.
Bowser Jr. is the son of Mario's main villain, Bowser. Because he's so small for Smash, they put him in his clown car, which turns him into a heavyweight fighter. Perhaps one of the most intriguing things about him, however, is that he is joined on the roster by his 7 Koopaling siblings, meaning he is actually 8 characters in one.
Who's his mum?
That is a very good question. I was literally watching clips of him today where he calls Peach Mama Peach.
Leave my mama alone, you bad man. I won't let you take Mama Peach away. Mama?
But Peach seems surprised at this, so I don't know canonically who the mum is.
Mama Peach?
I feel like in the Wii U era of Nintendo games, they were really trying to push the Koopalings, and I don't know why. Who asked for them? I was grateful they only took up 1 character slot in Smash Bros. Because it really annoys me on Mario Kart 8 that it's just half the roster is Koopalings, but I digress. Some suggestions for Bowser Jr. The first one is real obvious. For Bowser, we made him Pete, so it only makes sense to put Pete's son, PJ, as Bowser Jr.
Seems like a pretty decent suggestion.
It does. Does it excite me though? Not really. This one may excite you if we're thinking about children of villains.
Okay.
The Descendants.
Yeah.
So each one could take up like one of the costume alternatives. I like that idea for all the Disney Channel people out there.
R.I.P. Cameron boys.
Honestly, what a talent.
This guy's scary.
Do you know where he's from?
Roger Rabbit.
And what's cool about this suggestion is Bowser Jr., his first game was Super Mario Sunshine. He was in disguise for most of it, and it was a reveal at the end of the game that it was actually Bowser Jr., just like how Dr. Doom, he's in disguise for most of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. No spoilers. The next couple of suggestions are really thinking about Bowser Jr.'s clown car. So in the same way as Bowser Jr.'s in the clown car, we can have Lock, Stock and Barrel from Nightmare Before Christmas in their bathtub, which I thought was a cool idea. And along the same lines, any other characters you think in vehicular movesets people may have suggested?
Can you give me a clue?
Oh, I thought this was going to be real obvious. Frickin' Lightning McQueen, bro. Yeah. For some reason, this character finds a way of being suggested for pretty much every character. People either find a reason or they just stick Lightning McQueen.
That's just because he's so versatile.
Right? Can you imagine the big up Lightning McQueen car fighting in Smash Bros?
I mean, yeah.
We can make it work somehow, right?
I mean, there's worse things in the game at the moment, in my opinion.
Like what?
There's been things.
Then a car.
Yeah, I feel like you've had things. Well, he's very loved, Ben.
He is very loved. And to be honest...
Are you just not going to put him in?
To be honest...
Mate is already in there.
As an assist trophy. And to be honest, Lightning McQueen was very close to getting in because out of all the characters, it kind of makes the most sense. Yeah. Bowser Jr.'s clown car literally have wheels. But I decided to focus, and this was also a popular suggestion from the commenters, I decided to focus on the fact we've got 1 main character and 7 alternatives.
Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
We're going with Snow White and her 7 dwarves all wrapped up in 1 character. What do you think?
I don't like it.
Oh, why are you frowning? I think this is a great idea.
She's not a villain.
I didn't say she was.
And she looks nothing like Bowser Jr.
I didn't say she did.
So it's just because there's 7 of her friends.
Also, we could use the minecart as well to reference the clown car. It's the very first Disney movie. It needs representation. And the dwarfs are probably the highlight of that movie. This way we get to have all of them as playable characters. Is that not like dream come true for you?
For me personally.
For you personally, I know how you love.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
I mean, you love Snow White.
I do like Snow White. Do I like Snow White?
So let's talk about the moves. So the clown car can just be replicated by a minecart. Now for most of their moves, I've given them the same moves, but kind of distinguished them a little bit between Snow White and the dwarves because they are very different characters. For example, the dwarves can hit you with a pickaxe, because you know, they're mining in the caves, and Snow White can hit you with a broom. Right. And what's really interesting about this, they'll both deal the same amount of damage. Huh. Crazy computer game logic, do you know what I mean? Likewise, they both got projectiles. For the dwarves, they're gonna throw jewels they just dug up in the mines. For Snow White, what does she not like to eat?
Apples.
She's gonna throw apples. She learned her lesson.
She does like to eat them.
Well, she learned her lesson though. I feel like something like that will put you off apples for life.
Maybe she just stopped eating red apples. She likes green ones now.
Oh.
That's what I'd do.
So she's gonna keep the green ones, so she's throwing the red ones at people.
Yeah, maybe.
There's one particular scene where they're all having a big party and lots of them are playing different musical instruments. So I thought each of them could have a musical instrument that they play and it can damage people around them. And for Snow White, maybe it's just her singing.
Like in Shrek, really high.
Maybe it's
their
that.
head explodes or something.
Maybe you could just send them away. So maybe they...
like a force field.
So maybe they blow into their flute and it sends people away. Maybe she sings like... Ah! Also in that same scene, they're all dancing, so each of them can have a couple of little dance moves. Like Snow White, she holds her dress and she like kicks from side to side. Looks cute, but it's probably gonna be quite painful if she kicks you in the face, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially with those clogs.
Those clogs though. Soap makes an appearance quite often in the movie. Snow White is washing the floors at one point and the 7 dwarves are...
Washing their hands.
Washing their hands.
So what's the song? They've got a song, haven't they?
Blub dub dub, stubba dub dub.
Blub dub dub, stubba dub dub.
Brr, brr, brr.
Get your hands full of water. You snort and you snuff and go.
So they could have a bar of soap and you know, throw it and people slip on it like a banana skin. You know.
Yeah.
You know, slipping.
But bars of soap, it's like, don't bend down, don't drop the bar of soap.
Where are you leading with this? Where are you going? Something else that features loads in Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs are the animals, and the animals are here to help. So they help Snow White obviously clean the house. They alert the dwarfs to Snow White's being in danger and they sort of help them get there. So one way I thought they could use the animals is maybe as a recovery. The birds could sort of like lift them back up. But how else could they use the animals, do you reckon?
Maybe she could like ride a deer. Or maybe, what other animals have got? Turtles,
They
rabbits.
got turtles, rabbits, it's all the cutesy ones, all the woodland animals, you know?
Maybe the rabbit jumps out and like hits the floor, thump, 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 and she's like boom, 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 or like boom, or boom, 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 and then she like jumps in the air.
Okay, nice. Maybe it's like the turtle, I mean, this is a bit animal cruelty, but like you could send a turtle shell after someone.
Ah, we're used to that in games, aren't we?
Yeah. So Bowser Jr. is actually the only character that doesn't have any alternative costumes in the game because those alternative costume slots are filled up by the Koopalings. So we're gonna mimic that. So slot number 1 is going to be Snow White. And then let's see, here's the test. Do you know all of the 7 Dwarfs' names? Yeah. First up, we've got...
It's Happy. No, that's Bashful.
Bashful.
Oh, we're looking at what am I looking at here? The character.
That is just a picture of the dwarf.
That is Bashful.
That is Bashful, nice.
That is Doc.
Nice.
That's Dopey.
I mean, obviously, maybe this is a little bit easy.
Grumpy. Jolly. Happy.
Not Jolly. Who's Jolly?
Jolly was when I did it as a kid, isn't it? Happy. Sleepy. Sneezy. Sleepy. Sleeping.
How did you question that?
Because you didn't go next. Yeah, he's sneezing. He's sneezing.
So those are the costumes, and to be honest, I was really grateful when we got to these costumes because as much as I love making them, it was one character I just didn't have to do. So thank you, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
Maybe they should have like a special move.
Yeah. Should we come up with that now?
Yeah, all right.
So Sneezy, I feel like that's an easy one to start with.
He just sneezes over you.
That's kind of gross,
and it just boom, like everywhere.
I like it. Sleepy. Jigglypuff has like this sleep attack, which I freaking can't get enough of.
When he just sings.
No. So that's sending other people to sleep. Also, Jigglypuff can sleep herself. I think it's the rest move. Sleeps next to someone and they just go flying. But if you miss, now you're just sleeping on the stage.
Or I'd say you could do it like they could fall from the sky.
Kirby,
like
your
Kirby
one
style.
move. Yeah,
love that move. And they sleep.
Happy.
Maybe just like hugs you to death.
That is the ultimate killing with kindness. Oh my gosh. Okay, opposite Grumpy. He could be Stompy.
Yeah, he could do loads, can't he?
Yeah, so maybe he could stomp, or maybe he could like just punch you square in the face.
He's just got the hardest punch. Maybe he does one of these ones.
Love it. Donkey Kong, yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking Hercules, but yeah.
Nice. Bashful.
His cheeks go so red that it blinds you.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking more he's really good at dodging an attack. So his special move is like he can dodge and then rebound. Like a reflect kind of thing.
Okay. Let us know which one you prefer.
Because he's like bashful, he's shy.
Yeah, but that's
he's so shy, he's not going to get hit. He's like, don't hit me. He's like, don't hit me. Hit you. 2 we haven't done.
Doc and Dopey.
Doc, the leader of the gang.
So it's with his glasses, maybe?
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
What's that from?
You hit a guy with glasses. That's from Wreck-It Ralph.
That's a great line.
Really good.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? You hit a guy with glasses. That's well played.
Maybe he just bosses people about. So maybe he's just like, maybe he's just got ultimate poke. So you can go like this.
Like Bruce Lee punch.
Yeah, 1-inch punch.
But it's like the other way around. Instead of the Bruce Lee punch like this, he's like this. And Dopey just falls into people.
Yeah, he just tumbles.
Yeah. Or like brrr.
Yeah,
I like it. Okay, come through, Edis. That was a nice little peppering of goodness. Okay, for their stage, I've decided to go to a forest glade. Snow White is known for its cutesy aesthetic, so we're leaning all the way in the forest glade. Cute animals all during the day. We're gonna have a little tree on one side of the stage, a cute little stream with logs you can step on the other side of the stage. But as well as being known for cutesy aesthetics, Snow White is also known for freaking terrifying visuals. So the stage is gonna have a day-night cycle. So during the day, real friendly. When it gets to nighttime, all the cute animals in the background are gonna run away. The tree that's on one side of the stage is now gonna try and sort of attack you. And the logs that are in the stream are now going to become crocodiles. So if you land on them, they're going to snap at you. So basically, either side of the stage, there's danger. So when it's nighttime, you're going to have to stay as much as you can in the middle of the stage or try and hit people into the sides. And then it becomes daytime again and peaceful.
Yeah, I like it. At first I was thinking you've missed the trick by not being like in the mine.
In the mine.
But I like that.
Yeah, my other ideas I'd initially written down is the jewel mine and the cottage. But I think this is more unique, I think. And for the final smash, I've got an idea for the final smash, but you just said you've got an idea, so do you want to hit me with it first?
Yeah, I haven't fully fleshed out the idea, but I thought something to do with like the well.
Okay,
like,
the wishing well.
The movie. So maybe it's like she makes a wish and everyone like falls in the well.
I wish for everyone to die.
and then as they come back out, something like that.
I like it. The idea I initially came up with was basically I thought about the evil queen's demise. So I thought if you catch someone in your final smash, it's going to go to a cutscene where Snow White sings a song and any characters caught in the move get chased by all 7 dwarves. They chase them off a cliff and that's followed by a thunderbolt.
Nice.
Because we need a thunderbolt.
If you don't know, we're watching every Disney animated classic and we are seeing a lot of references to the Thunderbolts, so we thought we'd put that in this.
Not references to Thunderbolts.
They are actual Thunderbolts.
We're seeing Thunderbolts in every single movie.
So this is a reference to that Thunderbolt thing.
Meta.
A Thunderbolt!
Not every movie. And that is Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. What do you think of this as a character inclusion in Smash?
I think it's good. I think it's a bit rogue who she's taken over, but
you understand why, right?
I understand why.
It's the only character with literally every single slot. It's 8 characters in one. It's maths, Ed is. Snow White plus 7 Dwarves is 8.
Yeah, you're terrible at maths.
But that was correct.
That was correct. You are generally terrible at maths.
Plus the Koopa card, the mine cart.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
Good. Every time you say something's not quite good, I then make it my mission to say everything again until you say it's good. Yeah. Our final character is Duck Hunt Duo. Duck Hunt Duo are a tag team of the hunting dog and duck from the 1984 NES game Duck Hunt. Have you ever played the game they're from, Duck Hunt?
No. Is that one with the gun?
I've literally been with you when we played it.
Is it in that bar at that time?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like an old school game.
Yeah, it's literally like, and it's like a little light gun, and you point it at the screen. Pew, pew,
Why
pew.
is there a dog?
So basically, you shoot the ducks, and then the dog goes and collects the ducks once you've killed them. But in this game, for some reason, they're friends again.
You kill the ducks?
It's actually a hunting game, yeah.
Raw. What year did it come out?
1984.
Wow.
So it was a bit of a rogue choice.
Very rogue.
Very iconic game. Let's see what people suggested.
Ooh, this is going to be good. Duo.
We are definitely looking at animal duos.
An animal duo.
A suggestion I liked was Pluto and Figaro. So we've got Mickey Mouse's pet and we've got Minnie Mouse's pet joining together as a little duo team. I stuck Figaro and Pluto's back here.
Wasn't Figaro in a couple of classics we've watched?
Figaro is originally from
Pinocchio.
Also was in Final Fantasy 3.
Yeah.
What do you think of this suggestion?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
You may like the next suggestion.
These two, way better.
We've got Jose Carioca and Panchito Pistols.
Isn't it Jose?
Honestly, I see different pronunciations in different places. I think he's Brazilian, so that's Portuguese.
Yeah.
And so I think that's slightly different.
They pronounce their J's.
I mean, I think more commonly he's called Zay, but sometimes see him being called Joe Carioca, so I honestly don't know.
Let us know in the comments how you say his name.
But I love this. It's a throwback. If you don't know these characters, it's from Three Caballeros, and they've both got very distinct personalities, and they're both birds. Obviously, duck. Out of the Duck Hunt duo.
Right, yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
This next one, I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to put it in because a few people suggested it. We've got Wanda and Sylvia from a TV show called Wanda Over Yonder. I don't know what this is, but I can see the similarities. You got one character on the back of another character. Is that a good suggestion? I don't know. Oh, this one was close to getting in. This was my selection for a while. Todd and Copper from Fox and the Hound. Oh. We're looking at a bit of a rogue choice here. Not the most remembered characters. Also, we're going with the hunting theme. Duck Hunt duo. It's literally a hunting dog.
I've not seen it.
Well, spoiler, hunting dog, fox hunt.
Right.
Unlikely friends. Just how the hunting dog and the duck, unlikely friends. Pretty good suggestion, right?
Sure.
It's a good suggestion,
It's an incredible suggestion.
Thank you.
Bolt.
This one's cute. Bolt, Mittens, and Rhino. Just throw them all together.
Yeah, that's cute.
I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to be there on each other's back or they're just a tag team. I'm not sure.
That.
I could just imagine Rhino just being rolled across the stage constantly. Now,
I saw it.
This next suggestion, honestly, I don't know if I regret slightly not
you
choosing this one. How great does that look?
You should have done that, pal.
It's like a reversal. Instead of the duck being on the dog is on the duck.
If you give me some dead idea.
The one I picked is definitely the most suggested character.
That's great.
This is great, in all honesty. Doug and Kevin from Up.
The moveset as well for that massive animal.
Would be pretty cool, right?
Sick. What have you done, Ben?
Okay, before I do reveal who our final character is, I thought I'd just like to say a few words. This video has been an incredible journey and has taken up so much of my time. I've enjoyed the majority of making this video, but I just wanted to throw it out there. We do have a Ko-fi page that if you have enjoyed this video, you've got up to this point, and you feel like throwing a little tip our way, then that would be greatly appreciated.
It goes a very long way.
Like if you're the kind of person who at a bar gets a drink and then tips someone some money for literally pouring a drink, I'm just gonna say, this has been a lot more work than pouring a drink. So maybe however much you would have tipped someone for just literally going,
that's a good point.
maybe just hop over to our Ko-fi and just donate that amount.
Just think if every person gave you $1.
Pound.
£1.
Sorry, the British just came out of me.
We'd have 200 odd K. That's wild.
Money!
You would need to work.
Oh my gosh, I would literally lock myself in a room and make
just
Smash
Smash
videos
videos,
forever. Oh my gosh. Rather than releasing one every 9 months.
Just once, mental.
I mean, also, let's bear in mind, I said this in the last video and I don't think a single person did tip from that video. But you know, that's fine. I'm still enjoying it and we're building something cool here, so
I've
that's
gone
fine.
to the extreme and gone, if every person, if 500 people gave you £1, that's wild, isn't it?
Could buy a house.
With £500.
I didn't say how big the house was. It's a tiny house. This big. So the characters I ended up going with, they're an iconic, silly duo who literally ride each other in their movie. So it makes complete sense to go for Timon and Pumbaa.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? You think about when they're like bowling for buzzards and he's literally riding him. You see the parallels?
Yeah, and it's your favourite movie.
Of all time. So Timon and Pumbaa. Timon is going to be on Pumbaa's back the whole time. The first time we see them, they're literally bowling for buzzards. So I thought this could be their dash attack, literally just going straight into people.
What are you saying, bowling?
Bowling for buzzards. Gets them every time.
Pumbaa, he's got a strong back kick.
Both legs.
Also, if you thought of one move for Pumbaa, what would it be?
Farts.
Farts! It's like we're connected.
Wind.
With you, Pumbaa, everything's gas. So I thought it could be very similar to Wario's fart. Obviously, we've already got a fart in Smash Bros.
Doesn't he like bounce?
Wario? Oh yeah, his fart sends him shooting up. But also, Wario has a big fart, but then if you try and fart straight away after...
It's a small one.
So you're gonna have to like build it up, and I thought a way this could emulate that. Pumbaa does a big fart, then Timon, he's got bugs. Timon can literally feed Pumbaa some bugs to like charge up his fart again. So say fart was down B, you press down B once, big fart, you press down B again, Timon feeds him a bug. So you got to press it like 3 times to like feed him, big fart again. He feeds him with bugs, and then when he farts, he like pulls his tail.
Yeah.
While we're on the subject of bugs, I thought Timon could also use these grubs or bugs and throw them at people as little projectiles. He's also got a bug spin where he spins around and bugs sort of fly everywhere. And for their recovery, I thought maybe they could use bugs to like fly them up, or maybe Zazu swoops in and flies them up, or maybe there's a little steam geyser that shoots them up in the air.
A steam geyser?
Yeah, you know a geyser does that. All right, mate, I'm steam geyser.
You sound like Taika Waititi's character in
Oh, a Korg.
Korg. Oh, mate, I'm Korg.
All right, mate, I'm steam.
I'm made of rocks.
I'm Korg's cousin, Steam. Which one of those are you thinking is the best recovery? Bugs, Zazu, Steam, Geyser.
I just don't think Zazu can carry both Timon and Pumbaa.
This is true. What about bugs? Do you think they can?
I think if you got enough bugs, have you seen that, man?
Yes, actually, I have.
Or the Geyser, can you not do both?
Maybe if you're on the ground, it's a Steam Geyser, and if you're in the air, the bugs.
Yeah.
I've called the next move Pumbaa Scoop. He literally just scoops Simba up at one point, and he walks around with him, but we could emulate this, and instead of just like walking around, or maybe that could be their grab. But what I was gonna say was, he could scoop them up into the air and like send them flying.
That would hurt.
No, a gentle scoop.
To then launch you in the air.
Oh yeah, but in a fighting game, he's also got a butt slam just coming down on you like Kirby. Lion King 3 or Lion King 1.5. Timon, what does he do?
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel.
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. I thought he could literally dig a tunnel, shoots up on a different side of the stage, obviously hurts anyone who's there, and then runs back to Pumbaa. I've also written here, Timon has a stick to hit people with as well, because otherwise, what's he doing up there? Just like throwing bugs? Do you know what I mean? Give him a stick.
Maybe he has a stick that's sticky. Isn't there a stick that's sticky? And he like, you stick to it and he can like pick you up.
Do you know what remind me of the joke? What's brown and sticky? Stick.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Okay, for their costumes, I decided to reference sidekick duos. Specifically, animal sidekick duos that are like little and large. Like Timon's little, Pumbaa's large.
I got it.
Let's see if you can guess.
They're animals.
They are animals. We're thinking 90s. We're thinking one's a bird and one's a mammal. We're thinking one's a raccoon and one's a hummingbird.
Pocahontas.
Miko and Flit. Do you know what? I'm starting to think costume alternatives is the only way Pocahontas is getting in this game.
Really?
Well, so far, Flit, this is the second time he's been referenced in this very game. Next one, I feel very confident you're going to get this one.
I just saw both animals.
Both animals. Try not to see...
it's Mushu and Cricky.
It's good, right?
That is good.
Yeah, try not to see the warthog and the meerkat. Just try and see the colors.
Yeah, I got it. They're both green.
One's a darker green and really big, and one's like a really bright green.
I've seen it.
Yeah, we saw it in the cinema many years ago.
Prince and the Frog.
Yeah, so we've got Lou the alligator and we've got Ray the firefly.
Yeah, I thought.
Think villain sidekicks.
Is it Hercules?
And their names are?
Pain and Panic.
Pain and Panic, nice! Okay, this one is gonna be hard to get. It's the movie we just recorded a reaction for.
Cinderella.
There's a skinny one and then there's a fat one.
Oh, the mice.
We got Gus and Jack. Or is it Jack and Gus? I forget. For these two, think Pixar.
Yeah, that's good.
Ducky and Bunny.
That is not what I was going to say, but...
Oh, what did you think it was?
In my head, I was thinking Monsters, Inc.
Oh, like an off-brand Monsters, Inc. I can kind of think like Sully and a yellow mic.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, wait, it's not. It's yellow.
I was like, oh wow, you got that one quick. And for the last one, I went just rogue and I decided to reference a little Hula Timon.
Yeah.
And a little holiday or vacation Pumbaa.
Why not both hula?
Well, Pumbaa never actually gets into a hula skirt, so I thought, let's go to the TV series and just get him going on holiday. You can imagine them holidaying on a cruise, right? This is island in the sun.
Is that offensive?
Oh no, that's Muppets Treasure Planet.
Okay.
Not Treasure Island, not Treasure Planet.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, it's gotten colder. And the bookkeeping staff would like to have an extra shovel full of coal.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly...
Unemployed!
This is my island in the sun.
For the stage, we're going into the jungle. We're going into the iconic moment, going across the log. It's a Hakuna Matata vibes, and it's when Simba grows up. Now, is this going to be the most complicated stage in the world? No. Is this going to be one of the most beautiful stages in the world?
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
This is my kind of stage.
So it's just a flat log. Should anything happen? Or in the background, is it just going to transition into like the different sort of scenes like as they're walking across?
We don't ever do just chill, do we?
Yeah, just chill.
I was going to say the log could like roll, but that's a lot.
And I was thinking maybe things come down from the waterfall, maybe.
A monkey or something.
Or different logs, I don't know.
But I think just chill out.
Yeah. Finish on a chill one. So our final smash is bowling for buzzards, but make it fiery. Basically, I'm referencing the end of the movie where they're all fighting the hyenas. So it's gonna go to a cutscene where it's sort of fiery background. They're on Pride Rock, and basically he says, "Did you just call him Mr. Pig?" "He called me Mr. Pig!" And then just goes charging, and then all the hyenas go running.
Right.
The hyenas in this case will be the other fighters. It's a little bit basic, but that's all I can come up with, really. It's my 59th character. I feel like I'm running down on ideas for final smashes now. And that is our final roster for Smash Bros. 4. Now I know what you're thinking. There's some gaps down here.
Yeah, it's a lot of gaps, Ben.
There's a lot of gaps. Now, originally I was going to do all the DLC in this video as well, but as you can probably see from the running time, the video's got a bit out of hand and it's quite long, so I thought, let's just save those ones for another video. So please drop in the comments, who do you think should replace Ryu from Street Fighter, Cloud from Final Fantasy, Corrin from Fire Emblem, and Bayonetta from Bayonetta. Those are our next characters that are going to be in DLC.
Just 4? I thought there's like loads of gaps there.
Oh, and there's a few returning characters as well from other games. Oh, and also, if you're not the kind of person that wants to write loads of comments, just go through other people's comments, give them a read, and give them a little like.
A little likey.
Like the ones that you like. It helps me see which comments people are liking.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
So who is the character you would decide to fight with?
I think it's a good range of characters. We've got TV, we've got classics, we've got underrated characters, we've got overrated characters, and we've got only one villain. Okay, I need to rectify that in Ultimate. My top 3 though are going to be, number 3, I'm gonna go for Timon and Pumbaa. Number 2, I'm gonna stick with Mr. Toad, and number 1 is gonna be Powerline, I think. Top 3, hit me.
I think it's still Powerline, Hades, and Luce. Tron was a vibe as well.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us. Have you enjoyed this? This has been our most mammoth video we've ever done.
Yeah, because I've had about 10 costume changes because
your beard's grown, it's been shaved again.
Because we've just tried to like break it up a bit, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been recording this over several months. So I hope you've appreciated this video. Join our Discord if you want more chat. Pop your suggestions in the comments, and if you are a fan of Disney, not only Smash Bros, then why don't you check out some of our other stuff? We've got movie reactions, you know.
Disney movie reactions.
Give it a try.
Everyone loves watching Disney movies.
And if you want to drop a tip our way, if you really enjoy this video and you appreciate it and you want to encourage me to make more, then hop over to the Ko-fi. If you want more discussion, then hop over to the Discord. And if you don't want any of that, but you still want to support, just press like and get out of here.
Get out of here, beat it.
And maybe check out this video next time. I don't know. Doodles.
Bye.